right, waiting for it to get going, and we are live. Hey guys, how you going? So down BKRsport, we are live for the second game of the day, where Nepal, they will come to play the English. And let's see how this goes down. Let's see if the Nepalese can put up a strong fight, like we saw from the Americans yesterday against India, or we saw from the Netherlands yesterday against Pakistan. We saw a good couple of fights from them, and hopefully we can see the Nepalese give a good crack against the English right now. It's going to be interesting. Obviously, Nepal come into this game from... where do they come into this game from? They come into it from 16th position on the T20 rankings, whilst England come into it from 3rd on the T20 rankings. But again, we have seen some underdog teams giving it a red-hot crack. Afghanistan, they obviously went down to New Zealand just before, where they ended up winning by, I think, 4 wickets it was in the end. And like I said, we have already seen India and Pakistan come over the line against their two teams. But look, this World Cup is already showing currently that we are seeing these underdog teams fighting. So that is what I will expect here, guys. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Let's run through these two team lineups for today. England have won the toss and elected to bat first. This is at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, and the English team: Phil Salt, Joss Butler, who is the wicketkeeper. You got Jacob Bethel, Tom Banton, Harry Brook, who is the captain, Sam Curran, Will Jacks, Liam Dawson, Jofra Archer, Adil Rashid, and Luke Wood. So very strong team there. And then you go to Nepal, who have Kushal Patel, Asif Sheikh, who is the wicketkeeper, Rohit Podel, who is the captain, Dipendra Singh Ari, Arif Sheikh, Lokesh Bum, Gulshan Jha, Karan KC, Sher Mala, Nandan Yadav, and Sandeep Lamachain, who is a guy that you would know if you do watch enough of the old BBL over the years. He did feature there. Now, I do want to quickly go have a look here at Nepal in regards to their T20 form coming into this. Did they play a warm-up match? They did. So they played Canada, and they beat Canada by 6 wickets, Nepal did, with 12 balls left. And they also played the UAE when Nepal won by 7 wickets with 18 balls left. So they're obviously a much better team than those real minnow nations there, where they are... Hold on one second. I have to sneeze. They are obviously better than those real minnow teams, but Nepal are still well below where you would be expecting England to be in this game. You go past those... I'm going to sneeze again. Gee whiz, you go past those World Cup warm-up matches, and in the World T20 qualifiers, they played Samoa, and they did beat Samoa by 124 runs. Samoa, I didn't even know they really were cracking on, to be fair. They also played Oman, who are also in this World Cup. They won by 38 runs over Oman, so they've got some pretty good form at the moment with them playing those minnow teams, right? They beat Qatar by 5 runs. And they also beat the UAE again by just the 1 run there. Beat Japan by 5 wickets with 12 balls left. So obviously a lot of these minnow nations is where they are playing. Beat Kuwait by 58 runs. They haven't actually lost a game since they last played against the West Indies, where they lost by 10 wickets with 46 balls left in a 3-game series. However, they did actually win that series. Nepal beat the West Indies in a 3-game series. They lost by 10 wickets with 46 balls left in Game 3, but they won the first game by 19 runs, and they won the second game by 90 runs, Nepal. So they can compete, man. They can compete. So hopefully we're going to see a surprise year, and we see Nepal continue this trajectory of these minnow teams, just giving it a damn well crack and just having a little bit of a slap around and trying to, give themselves a decent enough name amongst it. So you do look, and they did beat the West Indies, so this isn't going to be an extreme pushover team. But we'll have to wait and see if they can punch above their weight here with England. If you go back to outside the West Indies, if you go back to their most recent big team, like your Australia, your India, your England, or South Africa or New Zealand per se, we are going back quite a long time. We're back in 2024 right now, and I haven't seen anybody. They play Oman and Canada quite a lot, to be fair. So the last time they actually played in the T20 World Cup, they only lost to South Africa by 1 run. They lost to South Africa by a single individual run in that game to South Africa. That is massive. Bangladesh, they lost by 21 runs there. There was a match abandoned without a ball bowled against Sri Lanka in the group stage, and they lost the Netherlands by 6 wickets with 8 balls left. But that South Africa game really stands out to me, as Nepal can punch above their weight. They're not probably going to to win the game, but they can punch above their weight, but they can also look awful. They lost to Papua New Guinea by 86 runs in a one-off tournament T20 5-5 against Papua New Guinea. But they also beat Papua New Guinea by 85 runs in the game beforehand. I'm all over the shop right now, so I have to keep muting. But they just seem really up and down, where they can lose to no hope at teams like Papua New Guinea, but they can go and make it a really tough go for South Africa. So hopefully they can turn up here today. Hopefully. That's all we've got to do. They're going to be massive underdogs, but so are USA, and USA should have won if they had caught Suryakama Yadav on 15, and he went for 84. But England's cricket form, they come in off a 3-0 clean sweep over the Sri Lankans in Sri Lanka. They won by 11 runs on the DLS method. They won by 6 runs with 2 balls left on the DLS method in Game 2, and then won by 12 runs. But the 12-run win in Game 3, they only scored 128 runs. Sri Lanka struggled to get past that. They got 116. So that was really, really disappointing there. But they still won the series 3-0. So you take that. But it wasn't overtly impressive overall, because Sri Lanka did make it tough for them throughout those. It's just that they really collapsed when the going got tough against England in that third game. So England aren't exactly the sure things that you would love to be completely backing in right now. But at least they've got the form there from that Sri Lanka 3-game series. And then their more recent T20 series against New Zealand, they did go and win that series 1-0. There were 2 washouts, no results, and they won the second game by 65 runs against the Kiwis, who obviously just came through against Afghanistan. But the Kiwis are a bit shaky themselves, got good batting. Bowling is a little bit how you're going overall, but they did get through that. When they played Ireland, this was interesting because they only just came over the top of Ireland. They won by 4 wickets with 14 balls left, chasing 196 in the first game. There was a match abandoned without a ball bowled, and then England won by 6 wickets with 17 balls left in T23. That's closer than you would imagine. And then if you go back to their most recent Big Bopper series, like with South Africa, they did lose the first game by 14 runs in the DLS method. Guess what? This is in England. There was a no-result match abandoned without a ball bowled. And then England won by 146 runs, scoring 304 against them in the second game. So that series was tied 1-1. But they're not the guarantees that you would think. Again, today they should be winning. But I'm just saying, they can be a little bit flip-floppy and switch up quite a bit. If we go back to their most recent against, say, in India or Australia, we have to continue. We have to go back quite a bit here. So the T20, there was a 5-game T20 series against India in India last year. This is a big one. So T21, they lost by 7 wickets with 43 balls left. That's huge. They lost the second game by 2 wickets with 4 balls left. So that was close. They won the third game by 26 runs in India, so that's good. They did lose the fourth game by 15 runs, and then they lost the fifth game by 150 runs. They were all out for 97. So again, this England team, you can't just guarantee back in every single day of the week. But again, they should be winning this game. However, Nepal do know how to punch above their weight and make a game close and scare you. And we've already seen India get scared. We've already seen Pakistan get scared. England, you can make a statement here by absolutely smashing them, but you can also make a statement here that this competition is completely open with struggling and giving Nepal a chance. So I am going to predict England to win. I would love to see an underdog victory here of the Nepalese. I'd love to get into our English fans here in the chat. I'd just love to slap them down, but I don't think that's going to be the case. However, hopefully Nepal can punch above their weight. But guys, obviously hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, get involved in the comment section. We're having a great day today. It was a fantastic game between New Zealand and Afghanistan before. We will be live for Sri Lanka versus Ireland right after this, and if you love your cricket, this is the place to be, because we're going to be live for pretty much every single game of this T20 World Cup, just minus a couple of games because they'll be on during the NRL preseason. Lag and Balls Act with the $4 redo donation. Get around your lagging for the $4 redos. Get around your son. Seb Watson says, not sure I can participate in the England merch either. Oh, buy into the banter, you cut. Get into the banter, Seb. Come on. What are you doing? Buy into the banter. And you know it. You know it's true. You know that England cricket fan inspired merch is true. Get into it, son. Get yourself a mug. King Bob says, hello, bat first. So England have chosen to bat first here, yes. They have won the toss and elected to bat, so they want to set a precedent compared to, I guess, India yesterday, who had to chase and looked very, very worrisome. So, yes, England have won and decided to do it. And have decided to set the precedent early. Hopefully Brooke didn't go out last night. We might be okay. Well, I don't believe Benny Duckett is in this team, so it's a good start. That is a very, very good start here. Ben Duckett is not in this team because he has been absolutely awful of late. Absolutely awful. Got out for a duck in that game. I think it might have even been a golden duck in that third game of the T20 series against the Sri Lankans. No, he's not. So Phil Salt, Joss Butler, Jacob Bethel, Tom Banton, Harry Brook, Sam Curran, Will Jacks, Liam Dawson, Joffrey Archer, Adil Rashid, and Luke Wood is who you've got today. So now they're just singing the national anthem of England. Give me what you think England will get to. I'm not going to really make too much prediction here because yesterday I did say that India should be getting over 300 against the USA and they struggled to make 160. Actually, no, India bat first yesterday. My bad. FC Barcelona on top says it's not a good day to be a Brisbane fan. I think they're fine, mate. I think they're fine. We'll talk more about that Payne Haas Rabbitohs thing in a video tomorrow morning. I'll film a video after our Sri Lanka-Ireland finishes up tonight, and then I'll film a video that'll come out very early in the morning for you guys in Australia. Someone says, yeah, but the West Indies cricket is in shambles. It is in a shambles. You get the sniffy jar. I got the sniffy jar. He's got the sniffy jar. I've got it, mate. Don't you worry. Brett Neslick says 76% in favour of Nepal. Get around it. Yeah, they're in. They're in for it, son. They're in. All the Nepalese, they're out. Getting around their team. If you are new here to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Get into the chat. Join in the fun of it all. Paul says, Adam Reynolds has said 2026 is his last season in the NRL. Did he really? Oh, I didn't even know this. Sorry, Barcelona. I didn't hear this part. Did he really? Adam Reynolds set to retire in Broncos double blow. Wow. The Broncos are getting slapped today. Oh, damn. Rabbitohs fans having a great day. Reynolds retires and Payne Haas is going to the Rabbits. That's actually insane. I didn't know about this. Did that just happen now? That must have just happened like now, when the stream happened. Yeah, the Caxton's falling down. Caxton Street is falling down. Well, funnily enough, the Caxton Street is now owned by the Roosters. Oh, Mr. Politis owns Caxton Street bar, the Caxton now. He owns the Caxton. Shauna getting around it. Islanders says England 99 for 10. You don't reckon they'll get to 100 against Nepal, do you, Islanders? Yeah, Haas is off to the Rabbitohs next year, Brenton. Yeah, no, that's official. Yeah, crazy stuff. Curse the Broncos. Yeah, maybe Smith, you did curse the Broncos. Maybe you did. Yeah, 36 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah, what a day. Sean says 193. You're actually usually pretty close enough, Sean. You got the Afghanistan New Zealand one wrong, but you're usually close enough to it. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'd be going, England should be, like, realistically, England will back them in for 250 here. They'll back themselves in for 250, but I'm going to say England get like a 206. I'm going to go England 206. That's what I'm going to go. I'm going to say they hit the 2. And also, Ben Hunt said he is considering retiring into this year, also said straight off a podcast. Oh, dude, they are, like, obviously they've got Jonah Pezzett coming in, but wow. What a day in Brisbane. What a day in Brisbane. But all right, come on, Nepal. Go the Nepalese, son. Fire up. Come in the chat who you are supporting. Are you going for England or are you going for Nepal? And why do you think Australia's going to win this competition? We all know it. 193 for England. Oh, you just copied Shauno's comment. No, be your own person, Lagan. Get your own number. Leave Shauno alone. Leave Sean alone. Get your own number. Don't be a copycat. Don't be a copycat, son. What are you doing? Nepal, mate. You get around it. Yeah, I've just got a whole bunch of messages about Adam Reynolds' comments too. I didn't even see Sean's comment. I'll go 194. Oh, you just want to one up Sean, do ya? Wow. Wow, you just want to one-up him. Either way there, I had you. Either way, whatever you did, I was going to get you. So, my heart says Nepal and my gut says Nepal. Get around you, Brenton. We love that. Are you going to be here for Italy, Scotland tomorrow, Brenton? You're going to get around your cultural, ancestral homeland? The ancestral homeland of Italy? Are you going to be their biggest supporter? Hopefully Joe Burns is playing. Or is it Rory Burns? I always get confused between the Burns, eh? 189 and Nepal on top. Up at Nepal. Phil Salt, acceleration 98, control 92, and power 89 on the skill scale from 0 to 100. Got some good everything. That's what that says. He's got some good everything. If Nepal want a chance in this game, realistically, they'd have to be looking at keeping England under 120. That's kind of their only way through to victory. But Nepal will show some fight in regards to some intriguing bowling. The subcontinent countries are always incredibly difficult to recognise on the old bowling. Tatter says, England. Oh, here we go. Here they come. Brenton says, depends. I have work in the night. I'm at here now, bludging at the moment. Well, that game's on at, 4:30 your time. 4:30 that starts. Chuck says, hi, Australia to win the tournament via Bukaki. What? I think it's fair to say England shouldn't have too many issues today. Italy is my football team. Not sure what I've got in terms of cricket. I hope you're well. Yeah, getting around it, mate. Look, India thought they would have had an easy game yesterday against USA and honestly should have lost. If Suryakama Yadav gets caught on 15 like he should have been, India lose that game to USA. They still only won by 29 runs, and Suryakama Yadav went for 84. It was their only really good batter, really, for India, and he was dropped on 15. So USA, no one thought they had a chance. Everyone thought India would get 300. They struggled to get to 160, and it was off the back of the last 4 overs. The same thing goes for the Netherlands and Pakistan. Everyone thought Pakistan would run rampant and just slaughter them, and another dropped catch is what impacted them, and the Netherlands should have won. So whilst everyone says England should have an easy win here, I don't think right now you should be writing off any country in making it a serious and competitive game. With that being said, sometimes you will see these big-time countries slap down on the minnow nations. I just know to be cautious. Be cautious. Don't get too overconfident. Because they are still professional players. They are still the best players that this country can put forward. And the first bowl from Karan comes up, and it will be a dot ball. Oh no, it's going to be a misfield. That's the story of the World Cup so far, isn't it? Misfields and drop catches. That's a single for Salt off a misfield. Okay, let me just update this scorecard before Jay slaps me down. Don't want that. Don't want that. Emperor Jay. He would come in and tell me to fix that scorecard. I'm scared of him. I am. I'm terrified. Lagan's terrified of him too, actually. 24 hours is still so funny, but you deserve it, Lagan. So first ball down. Umpire standing in his 60-second T20I. Rod Tucker. Come on, just make a game of it here. Nepal, make a game of it. Give us something interesting to cheer behind. Next bowl from Karan. It will be dot ball. Good start these first couple of balls. Arrogance is an issue, something England went into against the Aussies in the Ashes. Yeah, very different story though there, because Australia is... That's a ridiculous story. I get where you're coming from. I'm just saying it's a ridiculous story that England had the arrogance going into a game against the best test team in the world. You know, this would be more about complacency and thinking that it's an easy walkthrough, which this England team absolutely could have. The Sri Lanka series wasn't as easy as just a 3-0 clean sweep would reflect. They still found it tough, but Sri Lanka are above Nepal in a lot of ways, and that should be a 4, Will it be? Yes, it will. Good chase, though, but it will be a 4 there for Joss Buttler. Lagan says, why isn't the GOAT Ollie Pope playing right now? Ollie Pope, what a player. What a man. He should be their captain. Paul says, your poll has Nepal at 75% to win. I think I'm the only person to vote England to win. So obviously a lot of Nepalese have come in through here, but you've got to remember in regards to the poll, man, that is not a surefire way of understanding what people are actually thinking. People are going to vote based off who they want to win. People are going to vote based off of who they support. People are going to vote for a whole different variety of factors. They're not actually voting on who will win. Some people will vote on who will win, but he's got him, has he? He nearly had him. That was a brilliant length there from Karan. That was nearly a wicket of Joss Buttler. Wow. Wow, look at that. Just breezes past the edge of the bat. That was nearly a wicket for Nepal. What's weird is England tied a series versus a new youthful India team at home, so I don't know where the confidence came from, to be honest. Correct. Lagan says, the odds are all in your head. Put your last week's pay on Nepal. Don't do it. It would be an amazing return. If you did, though, when they won. Geez, this fielding is looking real shonky for Nepal, though. The fielding is looking shonky. I've already put the 291 a little extra to round it up to 300 on England already. You put it on $1.15 odds. England were paying like $1.15, man. Why? What's the point? Okay, well, you know what, Paul? If that wins, you have to become a member for $5. It's only $5. You have to become a member for $5 on the channel if that gets up and England do get up there. They're $1.03. What the? You've put $300 on $1.03. At least I didn't put 10k on it. That's a great point, Paul. But so what's $1.03 of 300? That would be like. Is that like $9? What is that? Do you win $309 back? That's going to be a dot ball here. Great start from Qatar. Only 5 runs off the over. $9 profit. Paul, come on. Come on. Guys, these streams, we're getting people putting 10,000 American dollars on India at like a $1.20 or some shit or whatever it was. And now we've got someone putting $300 on an $1.03 favourite to win $9. The depths these streams are going right now is getting out of control. It's getting out of control. It really is. It really is. But Mala will come in for a bowl now for Nepal. $300 in, $9 profit. He sounds like Harrison. Yeah, but Harrison would lose that bet still. He would. He would still lose that bet. Paul versus Shatish, mate, for which bloke is the bigger muppet for being on short odds? I think it does actually probably go to Paul, because $1.03 is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Just like your poll doesn't make sense, neither does betting odds. No, the betting odds do make sense. $1.03 does make sense. The poll does make sense because if you understand what people are doing, you understand that they're not actually saying who will win. They're just going for who they want to win. Yeah, $5 subscription to BKRsport, and then $4 get yourself a Go Bucket from KFC. Exactly right. Paul's on fire there. That's up in the air. That's up in the air. That's up in the air. He's gone! Phil Salt is gone on 1. That's a massive wicket for Mala. Oh my gosh, England. There's a wicket already. Phil Salt's gone on 1. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. Phil Salt is gone on 1. It's 5 for 1. Nepal are here to play. Here we go. Alright, Shuck. Well, you might be missing out on a massive game here, but I get you. Enjoy your sleep, son. Should have put the 300 on Nepal. Maybe that poll is right. The world's gone mad. Dude, this tournament is shaping up to be a belter tournament, mate. This is shaping up to be a belter. Draz says, I'm glad I haven't touched betting on same-game multis for runs and wickets here, because I'd be 0 from 4. Everyone would have thought Phil Salt would have been the big bopper here. Now, let's see what Bethel can do. He'll come in very early. We're only 1.1 overs in, and England already have a wicket. Gee whiz, what a story this is. I would have said USA beating India would have been the biggest result, but like you could argue Nepal beating England would be. Would you say USA beating it? Oh, but it's in India. Like USA beating India would have been a bigger result, but Nepal England wouldn't have been too far off it. Would have got an extra $5 profit, Paul, if you put $300 on after that wicket. Yeah, well, it's still probably paying like $1.05, mate. It's still probably real short. It'd be real short still. Catches win matches, Sean. Yep. Tell that to the Americans and the Netherlands. Get the Dutch into that. That was his first ball too from Muller. Okay, Bethel. What's he going to do? He's going to get a dot ball. At least he doesn't go for a golden duck like Abhishek Sharma. What a tournament we've got on hand here. What a damn well tournament we've got here. Come on, Nepal. We love you, Nepal. We do. That'll be a... Oh, that's going to go for 4, I reckon. Yeah, Jacob Bethel gets a boundary there. Just gets past the fielder. Will be a 4. We love you, Nepal. We do. Oh, Nepal, we love you. We love you, Nepal. We do. We love you, Nepal. We do. We love you, Nepal. We do. Oh, Nepal, we love you. Get me as the Nepalese army, not the Barmy army. Forget the Barmy army. We got the Nepalese army over here. If it wasn't in India, then it would be this game. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. Yeah. And India are the red hot Red Rocket favourites, but Bethel is going to slap that for a 6. Well, Bethel's a good player, man. He's a good player, Jacob Bethel. He hits a 6, and Muller gets the wicket, but then he gives up 10 runs straight away. And that is huge there from Jacob Bethel. Just settle those nerves down from that early wicket. Great pick up, and he sent that 88 metres. 1.4 overs down, 15 for 1. Realistically, they should be getting over 200 here. D-Funk says the Nepalese followies? What? What are you talking about? What's the Nepalese followies? That's going to be a 4, though, from Jacob Bethel. He is coming in crunching. In 4 balls, he had a dot ball, but then he's got 14 runs off the following 3. What is the Nepalese followies? Too easy there for Jacob Bethel. He's just seeing it cleanly right now. A lot of the time we do see players who just go for a whack. They get overconfident. They go for too much. We saw that in the New Zealand-Afghanistan game. Ah, the new Barmy Army, the Nepalese followies. Yeah, that's not bad. That'll be a dot ball from Bethel to finish the over. Good over there from Bethel. Good over from Muller because 1 wicket is good, but 14 runs is not great. Yeah, someone take Bethel's vape away. I want to see Nepal win. Exactly. Okay, so Paul, we don't need a step-by-step update of the odds. Just when there's drastic changes, let us know. Just when there's drastic changes. But Bethel goes slap. Tubby says you should watch the Brisbane Roar again. Look, A-League's just not my thing anymore, man. Unfortunately, I fell out of love with it after what happened with the FFA and also the APL. I was getting back into it and the APL stuff happened, but it's just not my kind of deal anymore. Brisbane Roar have been doing pretty well this year, though, I'm pretty certain. I think the Brisbane Roar have been doing pretty well. Where are they now on the table? They were, last time I looked, they were 3rd. That is going to go to the boundary for a single. Actually, I want to go see. Yeah, I watch so much sport, man. I just can't I can't do it as much. Oh no, they've dropped off. Wow, they were in the top 4. Now they're down in 8th. That tells you how much I know, bro. But no, I'm just with the Newcastle Jets are on top. It's crazy. Wow, that season's really changed around, hasn't it? Yeah, I just don't follow it as much as I used to, mate. Jay says, Paul, what are you saying? The odds are back to $7. What are you trying to prove? I don't, Paul, I'm sure you don't think that we actually think Nepal's going to win this game, right? I'm sure you don't think that. Yeah, I'm not too sure, man. So 20 for 1 through 2.1. Next bowl from Karan will be a single. I think it must be broken joke. I'm not too sure how they're doing. Odds are stupid. Why are the odds stupid? $1 makes sense, bro. England should win this game and win this game well. It's just been exciting to see the Nepalese get a wicket. It's just exciting. Newcastle team on top. What is this, L? It's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. You'd never have thunk it. You'd never have thunk it. Next bowl from Karan. And it will be a dot ball. Ben Duckett says, I would have scored a half century by now. Ben Duckett, I hope that not only are you not in this team, but I want you sent to Guatemala. I don't want you in this team. I want you in Guatemala. And not even an economy. You know what? You can have economy, not premium economy. You're not getting the extra leg room, and you're not getting an exit row. You're not. You're going down to the back in a corner. And you better be grateful for it. It's still paid for you. Still paid, but it is an economy, and it is in between two really, really large people in the back row. Up in the air. Goes for a 6. Goes for a 6. They're going to check this because it does land right on the boundary line. It's actually going to be a 4, I think. Yeah, they've called it a 4. How will I get the $5 to subscribe to this channel? Well, England's going to win, though, Paul. Okay, so Shatiz says polls. Guys, I really need to reiterate this, okay? Because we get a lot of comments about this. The poll is just voted on based off of who people want to win. There's no legal regulation system for people to vote on who they actually think will win. There's no actual system there that will force you to vote based off of who you genuinely think will win. It's going to be 2 runs here for Josh Butler. He'll be on 11. The poll is just a whole variety of factors. Some people will vote on who they think will win. Some people will vote on who they want to win. Some people will vote on who they don't want to win. Some people will vote because they feel like being a troll. Some people will vote because they want to be legitimate. There's so many different variety of factors. The poll is the poll, lads. It probably means we've had more Nepalese come through here than we have had English. Or we've had a lot of Aussies come through. But no, it's probably a lot of Nepalese people who have come in and voted for their team. The poll is not something that you look at and go, oh wow, everyone's actually backing in Nepal here. We get a lot of comments about this. I don't understand how this is so hard to fathom. You have freedom of choice to vote for who you want. I promise you, if I had have put in that poll, who will win? Nepal, England, or Tanzania, you will have people vote Tanzania. They will vote for Tanzania. Yeah, I saw that, Nate Dogg. I did see that. Crazy stuff. I'll cover that in the video tomorrow morning as well. Night Eyes says I'm back. Welcome back, Night Eyes. Yeah, Shatish, you've been here well and truly long enough to know this. Well and truly. Maybe Shatish is getting worried because he's put $10,000 on England to beat Nepal. And he's seeing the poll. He's like, wow, everyone thinks Nepal's going to win. So Ari is going to be the one bowling here. They're just under 10 runs and over right now in the economy. 3 overs in, it's 28 for 1. But also, I will clarify this too. I remember ODI 3, New Zealand versus India, in India. And I remember your comment, Shatish, because the votes and the polls were for New Zealand. And you came in, and I remember it clearly. You said there's something about no way are people... Like, this is in English. I think you had a bit broken. But no way people are tipping New Zealand. No chance or something like that. Anyway, New Zealand won that game. And they won the series. I backed England for over 213.5 runs for $500 USD. Shatish, how are you not a member of this channel? You're betting 10,000, you bet 500. You can't get $5 Australian? No, look, $500 over 213.5 runs. I do like it. At least it's a good bet. 213.5. I predicted them at 204 or 202. But that'll be a good. They should get above 213.5. Ben says, imagine putting money on England when I'm not playing. Mate, I'd put my life savings on England just because you're not playing. 9.16 on the economy. And they will hit a single there, so it'll be 30 for 1. Phil Salt would be screaming in those locker rooms right now. It does sound like a good bet. I like that bet. It's still not a guarantee, but it should come off. It really should. It really should. Next ball for Marie will be a 4. In the power play, no one's going to be out there. Josh Butler with 17, Bethel with 16. Don't forget Sri Lanka Island after this. I'm subscribing to your channel for $5 if I win this bet. By the way, just remember, I am joking in regards to that, but also do it. How about that? But also do it. But that is an easy boundary there for Josh Butler. That will be up in the air, and it will go over the top for a 4. Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be pretty easy here for England. That's why Phil Salt will be screaming right now. Phil Salt will be screaming in the locker room that he got out for 1. Who's going to be the primetime bowler here for England, though? Let's go have a look. Who's going to be... It's probably going to be Will Jackson. It probably will be. I would assume Will Jackson's probably going to be the guy that cleans up with the spin. You're probably not going to see a fantastic amount from Jofra Archer. That will be a single for Josh Butley. He'll get to 22. It will be a single. There we go. Smithster! Gifted 1 membership. Get ready, Smithster. Lagan ball sacks. Oh no, out of all people, Lagan gets it. God help us. But appreciate you, Smithster. Thank you very much, brother. It's a power play. No more than 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Yeah, ball sacks, lucky day. He got timed out for 24 hours, and now he gets a membership. And that'll be a doppel. Fair enough. Pillarman Archer. Yeah, we all love a bit of Pillarman Archer. Chuck says, how far can my lingo go here? I'm not here to make issues for you or anyone. What do you mean? You're fine, bro. I didn't even see you do anything wrong. Yeah, refund the membership. Lagan got it. Yeah, valid. 9.75 on the run rate right now through 4 overs. 39 for 1. Damn, that air quality not looking fantastic. What a waste of membership. God help us. You missed him get timed out for 24 hours on the last stream, Brenton. Jay had enough of him. He had enough of him. So Bantam would come in next, then Harry Brook. Surprised Brook's at 5 and not 4. Nandan. I think he's one of their better bowlers, Nandan. Oh, Smithson, no, you're not even close to a lot of people on this channel for timeouts. Not even close, brother. Lagan is leagues ahead of you, and there is many others on NRL streams that have got billions of times out more than you. Well, we. So 9.75 on the run rate. Nandan in for a bowl. Will be a double. Well, it was a misunderstanding, but also it was Lagan's Muppet, so it's valid. But he said something about what I think Shauno asked him a question with Ruse and why he wasn't here anymore, and Lagan said he got bashed out of the channel, and then Jay timed him out for 24 hours, and he bashed him out of the channel. He bashed him. He had a silk and sent an email. He got bashed out of the channel, but he's lucky he was allowed to come back in. Next bowl. And that's going to go through for a 4. Yeah, this is looking too easy for England. Chucks has just got timed out for what I assume was strong language. We'll turn it down if I have to. Not here. I don't even see you get timed out. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, bro. If Bumrah allowed Shatij to sleep with him, Shatij absolutely would do that, by the way. That's not even a question. It's not even up for debate. Like, Shatij would allow that every day of the week. But Australia's going to slap Bumrah like Constance did. Oh, but yeah! He's caught him! He's gone! Josh Butler's got on 26. Nandan gives up the boundary, but he gets the wicket there of Josh Butler. And it's 43 for 2. He has nicked him, and the Nepalese are going crazy in the stadium. Going crazy in the stadium. The Nepalese with a wicket. It's 43 for 2, and Josh Butler, he'd be fuming. And you'd be worried about that over 2, 13 and a half now. Yeah, that's a clean nick there. Back to Asif as the wicketkeeper. And the wicket comes in. And the roar from the Nepalese, you can hear it around the world. 4.3 overs. Josh Butler got on 26. Did his job, though. He did his job. I'm just so happy to see these minnow teams giving it a crack. You know, England have gotten some good runs here from a minnow team. It's really good. Wonder if they'll get 200. Well, I still think they'll get 200. I do still think they'll get 200. But, like, you'd be worried about the fact they've already given up the 2 wickets here. They've got plenty of batters, man. It's not like they can't bat. Like, look at their lineup. They should be able to bat all the way down. Oh, well, to be fair, their batting isn't actually that deep. I wouldn't say Will Jacks is that great of a batter. Sam Curran is probably their last real dead set batter. Phil Salt, Josh Butler, Jacob Bethel, Tom Benton, Harry Brook, and then Sam Curran. And Sam Curran can be inconsistent. That'll be a single. No, it's going to be a dot ball. They didn't even run there. Just want to look at this wicket again. A bit of a nothing shot there from Josh Butler. Harry Brook, the best white ball player in the world at the moment, you'd say arguably too. Oh, here we go, Duraz, you fake Australian. Yeah, just joking. Yeah, we'll joke with this. How about you learn yourself a lesson? How about you learn yourself a damn well lesson? Joke that one out of the ballpark. Haven't really seen Tom Benton bat. Well, we'll see him now. We will see him now. 44 for 2. The biggest wicket to get would be Harry Brook early, though. He's not in yet, but it would be the biggest wicket. That'll be a dot ball. Rashid Tandy's an all-rounder, at least he used to be. Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore. You only miss people when they're gone. Ben Duckett would have been out for less than 0. He would have got out for -3. Ben Duckett would have been gone before the first ball was even bowled. Before the first ball was even bowled. You've got to remember, though, how much this means to players like this. Like, they grow up wanting to just get 1 wicket against a big dog team like an Australia or an India or against England kind of deal. So just getting that 1 wicket means... Oh, by the way, score predictor is 202, which is exactly what I predicted them at. Oh, they half celebrated another wicket there. Score predictor is exactly where I originally predicted them for. There we go. We're on here, lads. We are so on. How good's this tournament at the moment? How good is this damn well tournament right now? Sri Lanka Ireland doesn't really get the juices flowing, though. It doesn't really necessarily... it doesn't really get the juices flowing overall. Apparently Bronx Nation is imploding right now. Apparently they're flipping out, saying that all these players just used them to get to a premiership and then they're gone. Are you shitting me? That's the most dumb thought process I've ever seen in my life. Just used them? Adam Reynolds and Payne Haas were the reason you won the comp. They were the reason you won the comp alongside Reece Walsh, but like, what? That'll be a dot ball. Mala, good bowl. He already got a wicket, but he gave up 14 runs as well. He gave up a 6, a 4, and a 4. The way fans think is just really impeccable sometimes. Up in the air, up in the air, but no one's there. Single. We're still in the power play. We are still in the power play. Oh, Shermala, 53rd play. This is actually his debut game. He's got a wicket too. It's a debut game for Shermala. Oh, and it was his first ball of T20 International too when he got the wicket. It was his very first ball. Damn, he would have thought he's the best player of all time coming in. Oh, that's a whack of a 6 though. Yikes. Yikes, that is a huge 6 there from Jacob Bethel. Joffre was one of England's best batsmen during the Ashes. Goes to show how terrible they were. Yeah. Yeah, he was one of their best batters by a long way. Like, it was a pretty big gap too. Half these Nepalese players moonlight as Mount Everest. Okay. Okay. 51 for 2. They do get past the Fitty Bomb now. So they are about the 10 runs and over mark. So they are around. Mullet, next bolt. That'll be knocked in behind for a 4. Oh, he has been expensive, Muller. He has been very expensive. He is giving up right this very second 12.5 runs and over. No, he's giving up right this second about 14 runs and over. There's still 2 more balls left here. So he got that wicket, but then There's still 2 more balls here, and he's already at 25 runs through 1.4. That's a bit of a yikes. That is a yikes. Did Reynolds play a big part? Yes. Like, aside the clutch conversion versus Panthers, like, I agree with you, but I'd say more recent Haas. Aaron Reynolds absolutely played a big part. Bethel and Brooke are the only are the two who can carry the score past 220. Yeah, that's why if they get if they get Brooke early, they're actually on. But they would need obviously get it through one of these guys and then Brooke early, and then they would be on. Yeah, tomorrow is hard for the low-level games. There is, like, I'm happy that South Africa is the final game against Canada, so at least there's a little bit of, excitement there with South Africa playing, but Oman, Zimbabwe will be brutal, and the first game of, oh, there was nearly a caught and bowled. Wow, that was a hard catch, though. You can't, it's a drop catch, but it's a hard catch. It'll be single, 57 for 2. So Oman and Zimbabwe and Italy versus Scotland, yeah, that's gonna be a slog. Maybe Shatij's bets will make it interesting to see what he needs for his parlays. What was the contract for Haas at the Bunnies? I think it's until 2029, but I'm not too sure about how much. It'd be like 1.2. Might even be 1.3 to be fair with the upgraded cap. Plenty of incentive for him. So they're just under 10 runs, no, it's 9.5. Banton on 2, Bethel on 27. What's that they're having? They're like eating something. Oh, so they're having the drinks break. That's right, because we're getting multiple drinks breaks. We're getting 2 drinks breaks per innings in this T20 World Cup. It doesn't look that warm right now. I'm going to have a look. Mumbai weather. The current weather in Mumbai is 29 degrees. Like, it's warm. I still don't think that every game here deserves 2 water breaks at the 6th over and the 14th over of both innings. And I don't even think we saw a water break at the 6th over of the New Zealand-Afghanistan for New Zealand. I can't remember seeing it anyway. Like, it is a slog tomorrow, but at the end of the day, if you love cricket, you love cricket. You love sport, you love sport. It'll be interesting to see teams that I've never watched before. Like, I don't think I've ever watched Zimbabwe play. I definitely never watched Italy or Scotland play, ever. Week should have been a 10-year at 1.5. He's probably keeping his options open for R360 at the end of his career. 57 for 2 in the power play, 9.5. They'd be very happy with that, but the 2 wickets is what they'll be very frustrated with. Mumbai humidity kills you. Yeah, no, I know. Well, I wasn't in Mumbai last year, but I was in India, so I do get it. But, like, for example, last night we saw 2 drinks breaks in both innings in a game where it was 26 degrees at night, But humidity in India is, well, it's not humidity. It's a dry heat in India. Dry heat. Yeah, you get a lot of passion for the players in Minnow vs Minnow games, yeah. There's still something to get around. And again, considering the Minnow teams are at least giving it a crack in this tournament, maybe they'll be the most exciting games. Maybe. Lamashan, Inverbal, Sandeep Lamashan. Melbourne Stars, I think he was at. The old Melbourne Stars. I think the big wicket right now is Bethel. First ball, sweep gone. He's out. SLB. Sandeep Lamashan with a wicket of Bunton. He's gone. It's 57 for 3. They may check this, but I'm pretty certain this is LB. He has called him out. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. They will review it. 1 second, and they do review it. What a bowl from Lamashan. They will review this with 1 second to go, so they weren't confident this is going to be close, but I'm pretty certain he's out. Lamashan was calling it immediately. This would be his first bowl of the World Cup. don't think that hits bat. Don't think that hits bat. He's gone, bro. It's clearly missed the bat. He is gone, bro. Yeah, that's clearly missed the bat, man. He's gone. He's 100% gone. That's middle stump. That's middle stump. That is absolutely prime time. That's not bouncing over. Surely not. Surely that's not bouncing over. That's prime time. Middle stump. Surely. And see you later. Well, it's not middle stump, but it's see you later. Review lost. Nepal with a wicket. Big time. Big time. No, I never thought that was too high. I was wrong in regards to how much it was going to turn. It did turn away from that middle stump and went towards the went outside of it. But regardless, wicket there for Nepal. It's 57 for 3. Banton is gone. Lamashane comes in and gets a good whack. A good whack. How exciting is this? And see, this is what gets you through those minnow games tomorrow. These are the moments because you're like, this tournament is shaping up to be a belter, and we're seeing the minnow teams compete like this. Those games tomorrow could be real fun to watch. Even Sri Lanka Ireland, I wouldn't be surprised if Ireland got a big surprise. Wednesday is the next day I'm keen to be coming in and tuning for the streams. Like, I'll be here for a game or two tomorrow, but Wednesday, South Africa versus Afghanistan, and then our boys play Ireland, and then USA, Pakistan could be something. Yeah, for sure. I would definitely tune in for South Africa versus Canada, because you want to see how South Africa are coming in. I do think that, like, ultimately you should be watching, if you're a passionate cricket fan, you'd be watching all of Australia, India, Pakistan, South Africa, New Zealand. I would say Afghanistan and Sri Lanka. I'd say at minimum you should be watching those games. And then everything else is a bit of how you go. Kraken says, hate to say it, but this could be one of those 1 in a million games. Kraken. Could be something. Could be something. Oh yeah, Brenton, we did talk to him before about that. We did. It's nearly 4 a.m. 9:07 p.m. in New South Wales. It's close enough to 4 a.m. Close enough. It's almost there. If they can get Harry Brook early, there is a 1 in a million chance. That's going to be a single. No, they're going to get... It's going to be a single. Already an Asif catch, well clear of Kerry. Jacko, what was I trying to tell you? Best keeper in the world. Was I not telling you? You've got to credit me with this. You've got to credit me with this. You've also lost a review. You do love losing reviews, though. Carlos says, you've inspired me to start my own content. I do football analysis and match reactions on TikTok. Like you said, live your passion. Live your passion, man. Don't let anybody tell you can't do something. Someone tells you you can't do something, just fucking do it. Just do it, man. Everyone will always be a hater. There'll always be haters, but you'll also get some amazing people that will back you in. So you just gotta take the leap, bro, and you will suck at the start. Like I sucked at the start, but you will suck at the start, and you will be awkward, and you will be nervous, and it will feel weird to be staring into a camera. Like ultimately, if you think about it, right, I'm sitting right now by myself in a room talking to a computer and watching a game. So it will feel weird for you. I'm used to it. I've been used to it for many years now. But it takes a bit to get used to when you do your stuff. But ultimately, if you're passionate about... Oh, it's something! He was nearly gone. Harry Brook on 1. It's a 4. It's a 4, but wow, Harry Brook's nearly gone. If you're passionate about something, man, just do it. Again, you will get people who criticize you. I get it. I've always had it. Everyone gets it, and everyone's always had it. So just do it, man. But the main thing I have to tell you is be consistent with it. Don't just start it for a month and then say, oh, it's not going well. Don't look at the views. Who cares about the views? Never look at the views. If you look at the views, you'll always be disappointed because you'll always, this is a common theme. People believe that they deserve more. You don't deserve more. You get what you get. So never look at the views and get disappointed. Be grateful for the amount of people that you have regardless. That's where a lot of people fall off. As a single. Spencer says, I get plenty of heat for living in Pattaya, but I stopped caring about the haters. Yeah, I know why you live in Pattaya, mister. Yeah. You can't sneak it past me. Don't be cheeky now. I know you, but there, man. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Yeah, I'm sure you do. But no, it's all good fun. Oh, good bowling, man. It's gonna be a top ball. 64 for three through 7 overs. Nepal would be very happy with this right now. When people say you can't do it, it's because they cannot do it themselves. So they fear others that take the jump. Absolutely. And Australian culture is also very dubious. I don't know if you're Aussie, Carlos, but or if you're English. English have a similar mindset. But in Australia, if you take the leap to do something that's against the grain, people will always criticise. Always. Is there elevators in Pattaya? There is actually elevators in Pattaya. More elevators in Pattaya than there is in Jaipur, Daraz. Yeah. Not many elevators in Jaipur. Not very many elevators in Jaipur. There was a dodgy elevator that I got in Jaipur, actually. Obviously wasn't Shatish, because he doesn't have an elevator, but there was one when I was staying at an Airbnb. Yeah, that was dodgy. There was actually a real vibey elevator I got in Delhi where the music was pumping. Like, it was actually pumping music, eh? It was a 4-star hotel. I think they claimed 5-star, but it was 4-star hotel. And the music in the elevator wasn't just like typical elevator music. It was pumping. Next ball from Nandan. He's already got a wicket. And it will go for a single. 1 for 5. Aussie culture is very beach bum like. Morning, everyone. Chris! How we doing, champion? You feeling alright? You feeling alrighty? Or are you getting around the old Nepalese? Are we starting to think that maybe the Nepalese have a chance here, Mr. Hendry? Ben says never listen to the haters. I mean, just look at me. Yeah, look, but listen to me, and I'm a hater. Listen to me, and I'm a hater for sure. In Australia, we have had a tall poppy syndrome since the 80s. People love to try to criticise you if you try to be successful or are successful. Absolutely. And whilst in America, people will shit on you until you get to the top, and then when you get to the... Oh, it's changing now, but America used to be the opposite. That's going to go for a single. America used to be the opposite, where they would support you in your rise. They'd love your grind. They'd back you in all the way, and then once you... No, sorry. Opposite. They would hate on you until you got successful. No, what is it? Hold on a second. America, what used to be... It's confusing me now because it's changed to the opposite, to more of an Australian mindset. I can't remember. My brain's getting confused right now. But America used to be the opposite to what Australia is, and now it's very similar. They just hate everyone now. They just hate everyone. It's gonna be a single. Nepal is a way of life. You get around the Nepalese. My good Italian friend was actually in Nepal last year. I was in India with him in Udaipur, and I met him in Udaipur, and really close, great dude. He ended up going to Nepal. I went to Thailand to do my fitness camp thing, and he said he loved it. He loved Nepal. Said it was awesome. Said it was really good. Big news out of Perth. Optus Stadium has switched back to full strength booze. Oh, that's awesome. That's what you'd like to see. Good luck. Oh my goodness, man, that's a good bowl. Dot ball. Oh, it's a wide. Close. It's a wide. So Bethel on 29. Yeah, people are loving that video that Yagub posted. Yagub. Yeah, my heart still aches. Yeah, it does, eh? So run rate of 9.07. The runs aren't the worry at the moment. And I say that a lot in regards to cricket. But the runs aren't the worry as we speak. That will be a single. These guys are the big guys to get, though. Oh, bad fielding will get 2 runs. When you go to Nepal, will you do a vlog going up Everest? I don't know why, but I've never been interested in climbing Mount Everest. I am interested in swimming the English Channel. I would actually like to do that. But I've actually never been interested in going and climbing Mount Everest. But swimming the English Channel would be pretty cool. I'm a good swimmer, so I know how to do it. I don't know if I'd be a good climber, though, of Mount Everest. I'd always be open to doing anything, though. But you need a lot of training for doing that. You can't just fly a helicopter up to it, you know what I mean? Some people have done that. And had massive altitude sickness very quickly. Nearly died. That will be a single for England. Please tell me you're going to field that properly. Oh my gosh, the fielding from Nepal is atrocious. You could have had a run out just then. Everest base camps are filthy. Yeah, it's too overpopulated now. It's too overpopulated. Everyone thinks they can do it, so everyone does it. And it's just really, yeah. Bethel should have been gone, man. Any kind of good fielding there, and Bethel would have been run out. Any good fielding, and Bethel would have 100% been gone. Shatij, dreams for 210 plus are looking distant. It's looking hard. 215 for you is looking difficult. But plenty of timing, man. These guys can still knock up a big score. They have multiple hotel bases when you go up. Hotel bases? I don't think it's hotel. They don't have hotels on Mount Everest, but they have the base camps and stuff. Oh, that's a wide. .32, 7.5 overs in. Is the run rate. Bethel 33, Brook 8. 2 wides in this over. So score prediction right now would be 192. I still back him in for the 200. I do. I have faith in these two guys to get them through a bit. But if you keep Brook under 20, then that'll come down significantly. And that will be a double. It's a 4% chance to die if you climb Everest. I would never take those odds, but if it was 3%, just like those England odds, then maybe. 4% chance. I'm sure that it would be higher. Like maybe that's actually the number, but I'm sure it would actually be higher. Because you're going to get a lot of idiots who can't climb it that will think they can climb it because so many people do it, it makes it look easy. It's not easy. You literally have... It's got England ICC T20I ranking as 14. You know, that ranking system is all over the shop. It's a 3 or 4 day walk to the base so your body can acclimatise the oxygen levels. How long does it take you to get from the base to the top, to the peak? Yeah, Spaniard with the altitude sickness vlog in Nepal, yes. I commend his effort, but it was very silly, and I blame the people around him for not explaining to him and actually letting him know how ridiculous that was. So run rate at 9.06, just similar to like the Logan Paul situation. It's the people around you that matter. You need the people around you to keep you in line when you've got that kind of success. It's like Spaniard, of course, is going to have the intention to do that, and he's got the right intention to do that. You know, Logan, whilst that was absolutely just ridiculous and he shouldn't have had any... I don't think that his intention was bad. He was just stupid. But people around him would have known. It's all about the people around you. 1 for 9 for Lamashame. I'm pretty certain Logan's still banned from Japan. I think he's banned permanently. DLY says, my friend's dad climbed the Everest 2 times and then died the 3rd time. Yeah, valid. Why did he feel the need to do 3 times, though? That's going to be a dot ball. So, yeah, can someone tell me how long it takes to actually get to the peak? 8.82 on the run rate now. It's really dropping off here. This middle part of the game for Nepal has been pretty strong in regards to limiting them. Oh my gosh, that should have been a wicket for Lamashane. That should have been a wicket. People don't die while climbing. Majority deaths happen while coming down. Oh, really? What was left to see? What do you mean what was left to see, Shatish? Oh, that was so close to a wicket. Oh, what was left to see in regards to going up 3 times? Well, I think it's just about... I wonder what the record is for the amount of times, but then again, Nepalese Sherpas and whatnot would have gone up a million times. My brain is telling me this name. I don't know if this is correct. Is it Edmund Hillary? Was the guy who did it first, or is that incorrect? He was a Kiwi, wasn't he? That's going to be shot out to the boundary for a single. Is it Sir Edmund Hillary? Why is this name coming into my head? I know this person existed. Sir Edmund Hillary was a New Zealand mountaineer, explorer, and philanthropist. 1953, 25th of May, Hillary and Sherpa mountaineer Tenzing Norgay became the first climbers to confirm to have reached the summit of Mount Everest. I was right. 40 to 70 days from camp. It takes you 40 to 70 days? Really? It's the end of the over. How long does it take you to climb Mount Everest? 6 to 10 weeks. Wow. For a standard expedition, including travel, hiking to base camp, and essential extensive acclimatization. Acclimatization. Whilst rapid, specialized, or pre-acclimatized trips can be completed in 3 to 4 weeks, the traditional route requires significant time to safely adapt to the extreme altitude. Yeah, wow, I never knew it was that much. I knew it was a process. I didn't think it was that much of a process. Yeah, wow. And that's climbing every day, is it? Is that meaning it's climbing every single day? Next bolt. Or do you ever get like a rest day or anything like that? It's going to go for a 4. No, we'll go for a 4 there. Harry Brook will be on 14. Bertel is bowling. That's his first bowl, and he gives up the boundary. 80 for 3. Highest camp, 10 to 12 hours from the summit. There is some really cool niche hotels around the world that are actually on like mountaintops. They're so cool, man. I see YouTubers go and stay in them all the time. Chris says, what about that Norwegian? Rode his bike from Norway with all his gear. That'll be a single. Climbed to Everest, unaided, and then rode back to Norway. That's a real stones. Wow. He rode all the way back after climbing Everest. That's insane. That's a long ride, dude. That's Norway to Mount Everest on bike. Yeah, Goran Krop. Yeah. Time. I want to see how long it takes to ride. Next bowl from Bertel will be a doppel. Most famous and likely only instance of biking from Scandinavia to Mount Everest was accomplished by old mate. The cycling journey took approximately 6 months, spanning October to April. So he did it there for 6 months, climbed Mount Everest for about 2 to 3 months, and then rode back for 6 months. What's the point? That's going to end up being a single. That'll be a single. These 2 months include training too. 34 for 20. Brooke, 17 from 14. 8.59 on the run rate. Right now, they're looking at around the 185 marker. Bit of a slog part of the game. And it will be dot ball, good fielding. Yeah, what a nutter. But what's the point? What was the purpose of it? I understand that was before like plane travel on a significant level, but to be fair, that is before plane travel on a significant level, so that's probably the reason. That's probably the reason. That will be a single here for Jacob Bethel. He'll get to 35 minutes, 84 for 3. 10 overs down. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We've got Sri Lanka vs Ireland after this. I'm just going to quickly go get myself a tissue, guys. Give me 1 second. Thumbs up, subscribe, and back in a moment. We're back. Travis says no 300. I don't think anyone ever said 300 here. I never predicted 300. I said 200, which I don't think happens either. But definitely no 300. No one said 300. England don't have the calibre of what you expect out of India against the USA. Mala, next bowl. He's been pretty expensive, but he has got a wicket. That'll be a single there. Maybe two. No, just single. Travis, how are you feeling about this tournament? I know you're a Bangladeshi. How are you feeling watching this tournament? Are you feeling like you're missing out? Or do you feel like what your country has done has served its purpose? And this will end up being a single. Blaze predicted 500, get it right. I did predict 500 by Nepal, yes. Still a chance for that. Still a chance. Italy versus England, be fascinating to see. Why will England versus Italy be fascinating to see? Why? Why is that what you're looking forward to the most? England versus Italy? Do they even play Italy? Are they in their group? Oh yeah, they are. On Monday next week. Nope, I'm not missing Bangladesh, to be honest. Well, considering the... By the way, current run rate is at 163. Yikes. Considering the underdog teams have shown some really good fight in this tournament so far, Bangladesh could have, provided a little bit of spice. Be a single. 88 for 3. Score predictor has them at 189, but their current run rate has them at about 160. How is the overall consensus in Bangladesh, Travis, is what I should ask you. Not necessarily your opinion, but how is the overall consensus currently in Bangladesh? Are they spewing they're not there? That's going to be a 4. Are they spewing they're not there, or are they feeling like it's served a purpose? Honestly surprised USA almost won. They should have won. Sudi Kama Yadav dropped on 15. He got 84. They lost by 29. Pakistan won and New Zealand won, but USA disappointed me yesterday. Yeah, Pakistan didn't really win. They won the result, but they didn't win the game in a lot of ways. New Zealand did win. That was a good batting performance from them. And USA, they won without winning. USA. How did USA disappoint you yesterday? USA was awesome. USA should have won, but how did they disappoint you? USA was awesome to watch. They were brilliant. Ali Khan, great bowling. Vanish quick. He was great. He was awesome. I'll get a single there. Bertel bowling again. He gave 8 runs in his first over. Bangladesh could have lost against Italy. Sure, but Bangladesh is an underdog team. We've seen USA punch above their weight. We've seen Scotland give it a crack against the West Indies. We've seen Afghanistan really show some good fight against New Zealand. Nearly getting an upset there. We saw Netherlands punch above their weight well and truly against Pakistan. We've seen teams punching above their weight, man. I don't think you should have this negative opinion of Bangladesh. I think they would have had a decent enough tournament. They were in this group, weren't they? I think Bangladesh was in England's group. No? Oh, big shot. Big shot. And it will go for a 6. Did it go for a 6? Yeah, it did. There was a chance there of a catch, but it just went for a 6. 11 4s, 3 6s. They do get to the horny hunch. 100 for 3. Jacob Bethel's been really good here today. Without Bethel, so 100 runs is 10 kits delivered to grassroots cricket. Run rate of 8.82. And that's another 6 there. Yeah, look, Nepal need a wicket. They need a wicket of these guys now, because otherwise this will get ugly. And now they will go over that 2 hunch. I mean, the player like Andre Goose or other batter have potential to beat USA, but they disappeared me. No, but USA should never have disappointed you yesterday. They were really good. Like, the only thing that really should disappoint yesterday was their fielding in regards to the catching. But overall, USA won the hearts of the cricketing community yesterday. They nearly beat India in the first game. Like, there should be no disappointment really about it. I feel like you can be disappointed about the misfielding, but there's no way you should be disappointed with USA's effort. They were really good. Oh, by the way, Jacob Better with a 30 bomb, 30 bomb, 30 bomb, 30 bomb, 30 bomb, 30 bomb for Jacob Bethel. He hit that at 6 and he got to 53. I didn't see. Yeah, no, I don't think that USA should disappoint anybody. Shouldn't have had any expectations. But they should have won. Bertel, final ball. Oh, that was close. It's going to be a dot ball. 2 sixes are wide and a single with 3 dot balls. 12 overs down. As a big dog team in Australia, I am concerned. I am concerned about the potential. Like, I'm going to see what Ireland do tonight against Sri Lanka. But I am concerned about these minnow teams when they come up against the Aussies. And then tomorrow we'll get a good look at Zimbabwe against Oman. But I am concerned that these minnow teams are going to give us a good crack. Especially with our form coming into this. I hope that we can live up to our expectation. Live up to how we're known. I hope we're not the first team to fall in one of these teams. That will be a single. No, it should be 2 runs. Nothing much. We are enjoying World Cup as a neutral. In Bangladesh, you will see lots of Aussie fan, West Indies or Pakistan fan, or even Kiwi and English fan. I'm so sorry to hear there's English fans there. So sorry to hear. 4th wicket partnership of 51 or 39. USA had their best chance to win against India. Practice makes perfect. Give it a good old solid crack. I would not be surprised if USA pushed Pakistan over the line. Well, I would be surprised, but it wouldn't be as big of a surprise anymore. Because they did look good, but it just comes down to their bowling. Because they did have a couple of injuries. And they need Van Quick to have 4 wickets again, or 3 wickets again, whatever he had. Lamashane's only getting up 13 runs through 2.2 overs with 1 wicket. Still 7.4 overs left here. What's this or even crap? What do you mean what's this or even? Oh, no, I think that's missing. No, I think that's missing. Not LB. That's missing. What do you mean what's this or even crap? I don't know what you mean. Dot ball. He'll only have one more over after this, Labuschagne. He has clearly been their best bowler. Next ball. Will be a single. 1 for 14. Oh my gosh, it's going to be 2 runs. No, it's going to be a single. Thank gosh. Their fielding today has been really lackluster. Brook on 23. He'll be on strike. Surely Nepal don't have the batting. Like, their bowling can be half decent, but surely they don't have the batting to make this a real true test. Next ball. Up in the air. Up in the air. But no one there. That should be a 4. It will be a 4. Harry Brook gets to 27 with the boundary. That's 8 runs off the over here from Labuschagne. Yeah, Labuschagne is really begging for a slip there. Because they wanted to get him early, but it just hasn't been the case. Oh, if he had been, like, there was a chance of catching Harry Brook on 1-2. There's been so many like this throughout this tournament so far. That's been absolutely slapped down the field for a 6 from Harry Brook. And now England are starting to put it on. They're putting the pressure on now. 13 overs down, 120 for 3. The 200 is back on. This group is a group of death. No way! No way! This group is nowhere close to the group of death. The group of death is absolutely Afghanistan, New Zealand, and South Africa. How is West Indies, Scotland, England, Italy, and Nepal the group of death? That's a ridiculous take. That's a ridiculous take. The group of death is absolutely New Zealand, Afghanistan, South Africa, UAE, and Canada. UAE and Canada, whoop-de-doo, but Afghanistan, New Zealand, South Africa is massive. There's two clear improvers who go through the group stage here, and that's England and West Indies. In regards to Group A, the clear progressors are India and Pakistan. And in regards to Group B, it's pretty clear there's going to be Australia and Sri Lanka, you would assume, unless you can see someone sneaking over Sri Lanka. No chance is Group C the group of death. Group D is the group of death. By far. Group D is way harder. Way more difficult. Ari. We'll give up a single. Bethel to 55. There is a shout here at the old 100 here for Bethel. 45 runs and 6.5 balls. You back it. Who's their best batter for Nepal, though? I wonder who the best batter is. That will be slapped down the ground, and 4 or 6 from Harry Brook. He'll be on 39, and this is definitely getting away from Nepal now. Definitely getting away. Speed of 100 from Ari just then, not good enough. And Harry Brook punches in the mouth. Brook 39, Bethel 55. Who's the next game here for Nepal? Who is the next game? They're going to get a single from that one for Bethel. He'll be on 56. Their next game here will be against Italy. They should win that game. They should. Scotland can beat any... Oh, brother. Scotland can beat anybody in any day. Scotland cannot... Oh, that should be out. Oh, is that a 6 or is that out? No, that's gone! Jacob Bethel's gone on 55. They needed a wicket. Jacob Bethel has gone on 55. Travis, this is not the group of death, bro. Scotland cannot beat Australia on its given day. Scotland cannot beat India on its given day. Scotland is not beating England. Scotland's not beating New Zealand. Scotland's not beating South Africa. Scotland just lost to the West Indies, bro. The West Indies are nowhere near as good as where they've used to be. Come on. Scotland cannot beat anybody on any given day. We know West Indies also can do the same. Brother, no. No, I'm sorry. No. Like, I appreciate you, but no, this is incorrect. The West Indies are nowhere near the same team they once were. Like, bro, you're saying Scotland can beat any team on any given day. Scotland are 15th on the rankings. There's no way they're beating any of the top 5. No, they're just not beating any of the top 5. Jacob Bethel out there, but there's no way they're beating any of the top 5. The West Indies are nowhere close to what they used to be. Nepal have the potential to beat the West Indies. Okay, sure, but that you're right there. You're telling us that the West Indies are just not good enough because Nepal shouldn't be. Like, look at what England are doing right now. Like, at the end of the day, they're still going to win this game and win this game quite well. But Nepal have shown at least some fight in the game to give them a crack. But Scotland to beat anyone on any given day is just so off it. That is just nowhere near the truth. Nowhere near the truth. And Italy is not Italy, is it? South Africa, come on. Come on, Travis. Let's be real, bro. Like, I don't know if this is because you want this to be the case, but that comment is possibly one of the most off-track comments I've ever even seen in my life. Nepal... You're trying to say that West Indies can beat anybody. Scotland can beat anybody. West Indies are the second best team in this group. They are the second best team in this group. But to say that Italy is not Italy, is it? You're saying because they got South Africans and Australians and England 2.0. Bro, can you go tell me the recent record for Italy? Can you also go tell me the recent record for Scotland? And tell me the recent record of Nepal. Bro, I'm doing my best here to really, like, celebrate and back in these minnow teams, but that's just not true. The whole entirety of that comment, the only thing that I could even give there is that the West Indies can... I don't know if they can beat India, though. Like, can they? The West Indies are not a good team, bro. They used to be a good team. They're nowhere near a good team now. That's that comment's out. That's crazy. That comment is absolutely crazy. Do you watch these teams? I don't know if you watch these teams. That's wild to mine. Scotland could definitely be Australia. Shut up, Chris. Scotland wasn't even meant to be here. Exactly right, Reese. Scotland wasn't meant to be here. Bangladesh pulled out, so Scotland came in on the back of Bangladesh going out. How can you say Scotland can beat anybody in any day? That's insane. Let's go have a look at Scotland's history in T20. That's insane. They weren't even meant to be here. No, Seb, and the thing is, he's not trolling. This is the thing with Travis. He's not trolling. This is his genuine opinion. Bro, they lost by 6 runs to Namibia. They lost by 35 in the World Cup one match. They lost by 35 runs to the West Indies. They lost by 61 runs to Afghanistan. They lost by... Bro, they were in a World Cup qualifier in Europe and lost to Jersey by 1 wicket. Who's Jersey? Who is Jersey? How do you lose to Jersey by 1 wicket? Who is Jersey? What is a Jersey? And we're talking Scotland can beat anybody on any given day? Who is Jersey that they lost to by 1 wicket? Are you serious? Oh, man, I hope the Scottish do well in this tournament, man. But who is Jersey that they've lost by 1 wicket to? West Indies are in shambles. Was there in Barbados over Christmas, and even the Islanders said they were awful. They're nowhere near what they used to be. They used to be awesome to watch, man. They did. They used to be absolutely awesome to watch, but... Who is Jersey? Anyway, we'll get back to the game here. We did see the wicket of Bethel. Now Sam Curran comes in. Jersey, the real deals. Who are they? Where is Jersey? Who is Jersey? Where is Jersey? That's a dot ball. They lost to Italy by 12 runs. They beat the Netherlands by 6 runs at the very least. Bro, they're playing teams like Guernsey. Oh, Travis, we love you, mate. But come on. He said I was drunk. Look, valid. Travis, do you know where Jersey is? Have you ever heard of Jersey? I'm so sorry if anyone here is from Jersey, but you can understand my criticism. You can understand the old criticism of this one. Jersey is an island off France with 105,000 people. And we're saying Scotland could beat anyone on their day. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They had a match abandoned against Guernsey. I know where Guernsey is. Good field. Oh, it ends up being a 4. But it was good fielding until he just made a mistake with it. Jersey Shore celeb team. Yes, it was Ronnie. Was Ronnie and Paulie D and Vinny on the team with Jersey or what? They were meant to play a game against Guernsey. And we're saying... By the way, that was a World Cup qualifier. Could you imagine if Guernsey played in a World Cup? Come on. Oh, yeah, no. They were fantastic against Australia. No. The Scottish were unbelievable against Australia in the 3-game T20 series. They lost by 7 wickets, they lost by 70 runs, and they lost by 6 wickets. You go watch Scotland have the tournament of their lives now that we've criticised them like this. You watch them go and win do the best ever. One of my teachers moved to Jersey 2 years ago. It is a part of England, maybe. Well, you're right there. You're wrong with everything else, but you're right there. At least you've brought some entertainment, Travis. You've brought some entertainment. That's going to be a dot ball. That will be a dot ball. Yes, I remember seeing Jersey play cricket, and I didn't realise it, but they are a legit nation off of island off France. So, are they a French... They're France, but they're their own like sovereign territory or something like that? Oh, it's a part of the UK, not England. Okay, fair enough. So it's like a sovereign territory, but it's actually still England. Similar to like a Hong Kong. Is that what it is? Like Hong Kong is China, but it's not China, if you know what I mean. It's like a sovereign country. That'll be a dot ball. Please check. Brother, I just told you they lost by 7 wickets, 6 wickets, and also 70 runs in that 3-game series. But when it comes to World Cup, like, Minnow Nations do punch above, as you've seen. But, like, come on. This being the group of death is just insane. Travis, you're doubling down. You're doubling down, and you shouldn't be doubling down. Now, they lost to Jersey. Guys, I'm going to get myself something. Give me 1 second. They lost to Jersey as well. I'll leave you on. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. I'll be back in like a minute. Jersey. Yeah, Travis, did they beat Australia or what? I'm saying the word almost a lot here. I'm saying the word almost a lot. Not seeing a lot of wins, though. Seeing a lot of losses against Jersey. I'm not seeing a lot of wins here. Yeah, quality outfit is Jersey, Chris. I reckon they'd give this English team a run. That'll be a wide as we come back for the 15.1. Lagans of Scotland are so shit. They shouldn't have even been here, Lagan. The only reason they're here is because they literally qualified in the back of Bangladesh pulling out. Because they lost to Jersey. A few months ago, Samoa was playing as part of a qualifying for the World Cup. They were crap, didn't win a single game. Yeah, I didn't even know Samoa had a cricket team. I think I did see that Fiji have a cricket team. Not that I've heard about it. Current run rate is expected to be 179 a score. Sam Curran's gone on 2. Sam Curran bowled on 2. It's been chopped onto the stumps. And now Will Jacks comes in for about. Captain Charles Chuggy Purchase. That says all you need to know about the Jersey cricket side. And they beat Scotland. Chopped it onto his stumps and Sam Curran is gone. Where would they be without these scores of Bethel and Harry Brook? Where would they be? Curran gone for 2. Banton gone for 2. Phil Salt gone for 1. Will Jack's about to go out for a golden duck. They're chanting Sandeep's name in the crowd right now. It was Adri who got the wicket. It was Adri. Bangladesh will win this T20 World Cup, trust me. Yeah, no, that's about the same equivalent opinion of Scotland going and beating anyone on any given day. That's a pretty similar-ish thought process. I back it. I do back that one. Yeah, Bangladesh, good chance of winning this World Cup. I reckon it's probably going to be a Bangladesh and Jersey World Cup final. 50-50 that. That's 50-50 as it gets. Maybe Samoa might be there with them. Jersey, pretty good team. No, I think Travis is trying to make up for his previous, because he was originally meaning what he was saying. I think he's now getting into the trolling because he knows how ridiculous what he said was. Will Jackson. Let's see what he can do. They're at 137 with 27 balls remaining. I don't know if they're definitely not getting over 215 anymore, Shatij. They're probably looking towards a 180, 190. They're probably looking around that. As long as Brooks stays. That's going to be a single. That will be a single. So one. Ari gives away a lot of wides, eh? A lot of wides. 8.72 on the run rate. They are looking at that 187 as we currently speak. Dot ball. Great over from Adri. A wicket, 3 singles, a wide, 2 dot balls. So 4 runs and a wicket off that over. Fantastic over from Adri. Yeah, just absolutely chopped onto the stumps there. See you later, Bales. See you later. Don't forget, after this, we'll have Sri Lanka versus Ireland. I hope Nepal can bat. I have no idea about their batting. Still think Jersey missed out on getting a spot here, but Jersey deserved a spot. Hey, why did Scotland get in, not Jersey? Jersey beat him in a World Cup qualifier, you know? Why are Australians always good in cricket? Because we are awesome. Look at Moscow, brother. They destroyed UAE in warm-up. Because Australia is the greatest that ever did greatest. They might be beyond greatest. Like, you look at greatest and you just think they're even further past greatest. That's why. Italy will win against Scotland for sure. Travis. You've just circle jerked Scotland saying they could beat literally anybody on their day, assuming they could beat teams like India, Australia, and England. And now you've just predicted Italy to beat Scotland. Do you see where we get our confusion from? Do you see where our frustration comes from here? Where we start to question and be like, don't know what's happening here. Don't know what's happening here. No. Bangladesh pulled out, said Watson. That's the only reason Scotland are here. They got in because Bangladesh pulled out. That will be a dot ball. This is good bowling here from Labuschagne. 3 dot ball. 3 dot balls. 3 dot balls. If they keep them under 180, that'd be really good for Nepal. Big sweep. And it will be a dot ball. Oh, misfield. We'll give them a single. Australians are great because they came from Britain 400, 500 years ago. Okay, well, firstly, it's not 400, 500 years ago. It was 300 years ago. And secondly, we are better than England when it comes to cricket. So, I don't know what you're referring to there. So, why are we better than England if the only reason we're good is because we're from England? Yeah, Sean says, Travis, stop. Go get some help on history. Yeah, you don't know, unfortunately, what you're talking about there, Travis. Oh, what would it be? About 340 years ago now? Something like that, roughly. So Italy, the best cricket team in the world, is what I'm seeing from that mixed set of statements. Yeah, very mixed set of statements. Very mixed. Brook on 46, Jacks on 2. 139 for 5 through 16.5. And it will be another dot ball. Wow, only 1 run from the over. Olivia Reed with the $8 redo donation. Get around you, Olivia. Says, hello from the GC, sitting on my balcony, enjoying a crispy Coke and watching the ocean. Nothing better. Nothing better. Gold Coast is the greatest that ever did greatest. Gold Coast is the greatest that ever did greatest. Get around you. Thank you very much for the dono, Olivia. Oh gosh, Travis, now you got yourself in a world of pain. He's talking about history that he doesn't even know, and then he's also referring to a country of England being the only reason Australia's good when we beat England. Always. I am terrified about an Australia-England semi-final, though. That would be terrifying, because we've got plenty of English fans in the chat that would slap us, but there's also plenty of English fans to chat if we slap at them. Closer to 240 years. Is it? 1770, isn't it? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, sorry. Yeah, I knew it was 1770, but for some reason, because 17 to 2000, I can see where my immediate confusion came from, but I knew it was 17. It's 1770, or is it 7? I think it's 1770, isn't it? And that will be punch the boundary for a single, so it'll be 140 for 5. Really good limiting overs here from Nepal. They've really limited them. They've brought their run rate down to 8.08. 238 years, yeah, fair enough. 238. So what year was it? Is 1770 the correct year? Maybe I don't even know about history. I'm not a man of a word. Don't believe in my word. No, we won't. No, we won't. It's 1788. Okay, there you go. There you go. See, even I'm wrong. Didn't Oz have a 200-year party recently-ish for something? 200-year party. Yeah, Y2K, mate. Y2K. So what happened in 1770? There's something that happened in 1770, didn't there? Oh, that's up in the air. Is that a 6 or is that out? Is that a 6 or is that out? He's gone, he's gone, he's gone. Oh, it's just gone for a 6. The fielder was right there. It just went far enough to get the 6. Wow, that was close though, Will Jacks. Chiti's definitely going to lose his bet here, Gerard. They're not getting 215. Oh yeah, it feels like yesterday. Yeah, mate, I was absolutely flying at 4 years old. I was flying. I was absolutely flying. So what happened in 1770? I feel like there's a big thing that happened in 1770. That will be whack to the boundary. Should be 2 runs here. First landing. Isn't that what we're talking about? Aren't we talking about the first landing? Was when they first arrived. 1788 was when they 1770. So I was right. He's saying that when the English came to Australia, because that's so 1770 is the right answer. So you guys are wrong. Because 1770 was when they first arrived. So we became, because of that. Oh, I know the technical basis. No one's wrong here. So you guys are thinking on a different basis to me. I'm thinking when the English first arrived. You're thinking on the, formed the civilization, I guess. But 1770 is, you can understand where I'm coming from, and I can understand where you're coming from. I always thought 1788 was the first fleet, but they sent explorers before then. Maybe 1788 was when they first actually figured the shit out. But I think 1770 was when they first arrived. What date was the first fleet? But then again, this could all still be wrong. I could still be wrong. No, it is 1788. So what is 1770? What happened Australia 1770? Oh, okay, so this was, the first voyage of James Cook. Charted the eastern coastline of Australia, officially claiming the entire eastern seaboard for Great Britain on August 22 at Possession Island, naming it New South Wales. So yeah, I was thinking about the very first, but I can understand why you guys have gone with 1788 with your first fleet. No. So 1770 was still James Cook, but it was when he first charted. I just googled it. 2 overs to go here. It's 18 overs down. 151 for 5 currently. Don't start this, Chris. Don't start this. Oh, big shot. Massive shot. That's a 6. Harry Brook has got past the 50 bum, 50 bum, 50, 50, 50 bum, 50 bum, 50 bum, 50, 50, 50 bum. That's a 50 bum for Harry Brook. It's a 53. 1770, the Indigenous threatened to take. Okay. In 1770, Lieutenant James Cook, captained the ship, the HMB Endeavour, climbed to the highest point of Possession Island and claimed the east coast of the Australian continent for Britain, naming it New South Wales. There you go. But I think you guys can understand where I was thinking, because I knew the number 1770. And I can also understand the first fleet, 1788. So none done. He's 1 for 19 through 2.1. Gave up a 6 there, and that should be out. That should be out. Is there someone there? Is there someone there? He's caught him. Harry Brook's gone on 53. Harry Brook is gone on 53. That's a big wicket there. There is still there's still 10 balls to go here. So it is a big wicket because it does limit their big hitting ability. Good bowl from Nundan. And Harry Brook is gone. I still don't think Nepal have the batting in them for this. I don't know what happened to James Cook. I don't know what happened to James Cook, man. James Cook. Let's have a look at this. British explorer James Cook was killed as he attempted to kidnap Kalani Opu'u, the ruling chief of the island. Oh, maybe that's Hawaii or something. That name. Yeah, of the islands of Hawaii. Yeah, he was killed in Hawaii. And hold him hostage for the return of a cutter which Hawaiians had stolen. In Kealakekua Bay. Kraken says, Nepal, Nepal, Nepal. It was a good wicket there. 1770 in Queensland is the start of the Great Barrier Reef. Fair enough. So 18.2 overs down. There is 10 balls left here of the English innings, and then we're halfway through the day because we have a second innings to come, and then we do have one more game later, which is Sri Lanka versus Ireland. We will be here for it. That'll be, or maybe run out, dot ball. James Cook had some balls going out in that rickety boat without knowing what he'd find. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, length ball, and he's just hit that straight up in the air, and good catch there from Nepal. Brilliant catch, mate. Brilliant. Brilliant catch. Might be the greatest catch you've ever seen. Because it's an Englishman. Because it is an Englishman. Actually, I asked the Aussies here. This is a great question for the Australians here. If it was India versus England in the final, who would you go for? It's a great question. I feel like you actually may see quite a few Aussies get behind England. That should be a single here. So 158 for 6. They're going to struggle to get 180. They're going to struggle to get 180. They're going to struggle to get 170. They might struggle to get 12 runs over these last 8 balls. Will Jackson needs to be the one on strike. Must be why New South Wales is as good as it was named after England. Yes, he said, Watson, here's the problem with that. New South Wales isn't good because they usually lose Origin. So they have a 50-50 contest, and they usually lose. Yeah, so it doesn't surprise me, though, that as an Englishman, you do celebrate losing. It doesn't surprise me. So, look, at least you feel at home there in New South Wales. Oh, edged. We'll go for a 4. Will Jacks gets lucky there. Depressed Tigers fans is India. Duras Nepal have done well to keep this under 180. Well, yeah, they're going to keep it under 180. I still think they'll struggle to get to 170. But they should get to 170. Probably 174. Probably. Wonder if Cookie would like Sydney now or take him to Penrith. Jeez. Preferably, though, I'd rather claw my own eyes out. That's a great answer, Tigers fan. Now Latrell Mitchell has come back for that Origin Shield with clearing 2026. I've heard this shit before. Heard that shit last year. How did Latrell go last year? That will be thrashed just for a single, though. So 163 for 6, and there's 1 over to go here. Night Ice is England. I can see it. I actually think you're right. I think I might actually side with England in that. I know it's a crazy statement, but I actually may consider siding with England. Not that I would really care, but I actually would probably prefer to see it because the slapdown that Indians would give the world for winning this T20 World Cup when they are the clear favourites would be brutal. But maybe Shatij puts an elevator in his Airbnb. Maybe he does. If India win, Shatij probably puts an Airbnb elevator in. And that's a positive sign. I grew up thinking I was English until we found out my grandmother had an affair with a Dutchman. Now I root against them. Affair and root the same there. Fair enough. Please keep the chin out of Origin show we would like. Anyway, this is going to go to seeds race. This is what I'm talking about. You bring one comment about rugby league in, and now you've got everyone talking about it. Offer some drinks and no more bets today. Shatij, you're not allowed to go, mate. You have to watch all of our streams all day. You are not allowed to go. Unless you go for drinks with your friends, have a good time, but you put us on the big screen. You have to. It's a responsibility. It's a legal requirement, mate. Legal requirement of Jaipur, Rajasthan. Will Jacks on 18 from 13. And that is going to be probably 2 runs here. Oh, that's a good throw. But they will just get the 2 there. This is why, guys, this is why we always try to limit it, because one comment does turn into like 5-10. That's why we do. Shatish, don't bet anymore in this World Cup. I'm telling you, you will lose more money than you win. I agree. Except bet on Australia to win the whole damn thing. Wow, Duraz, that's the first time I've ever seen you not be a fake Australian. First time for everything. Seb, look, Jax can tee off here or not, but either way, I don't think Nepal are chasing 165. I really don't. Okay, 5 more balls to go. That is up, and that is out of here. That's a 6. 171 for 6. Great shot there from Will Jax. He meant to say Australia, Shatish. He meant to say Australia. But that's the fake Australian enemy. You can't even spell Oz right, you know? Disappointing. Disappointing. Nepal chased this. His kit's off in the building. Needed for run rate, though. Really? Run rate shouldn't impact you in regards to this group stage, bro. You should be clean sweeping this group stage. All you've got is the mighty Scotland, Nepal, West Indies, and oh, that's a big shot. That's a big shot for a 6 there. Will Jax will get to 32. Now they will get to the 180. Will Jax killing it here. All you've got, bro, is Nepal, Italy, Scotland, and the West Indies. And you're talking run rate? So we might need it with with the might of Scotland in this group. It's a scary thought process having Scotland in the group. You know, you're just lucky Jersey's not here, Seb. If Jersey was here, I think run rate would be very important. And you're just super lucky that that game against Guernsey was called off. If that game wasn't called off against Guernsey, they might have gone undefeated. Because they can beat anyone on their given day. They can. It's the group of death. Run rate might be required. Yeah, look, this group is definitely way more difficult than Afghanistan, South Africa, and New Zealand. Way more difficult. Ooh, that's just going to be straight toward the fielder. It'll be a single. So it'll be on 33. Will Jax, great knock here, though. He's a much better T20 player than he is a Test cricketer. Much better. Alex Reborn, we'll be talking about Payne Haas in a video tomorrow morning. There'll be a video that comes out tomorrow morning about Payne Haas. So keep your notification bell on. That will come out tomorrow morning. What's happening in the crowd right now? I'm hearing craziness happening. Last 28 balls, 44 runs, 2 wickets, 1 4, 4 sixes. Good amount of runs. Yeah, having Chuggy as the most runs of the tournament makes sense. That would have been my play as well. Swing and a miss. Can they get through for a single? No, they can't. That's a wicket. That's a wicket. 178 for 7. There'll be one more ball to go. If Nepal pulls this off, the country will be celebrating it for at least 3 days. If Nepal beats England, this country would be celebrating it until the end of time. Yes, Kraken. Travis called England's group the group of death. Yes, Kraken. Don't worry, Kraken. I've already dealt with Travis. All of us have dealt with Travis and his bold, outlandish take of this is the group of death. Jofra Archer, gone for 1. Run out by Karan. I have already dealt with that, so you don't need to go on with that. It has been sorted out. But also, Kraken, because you obviously missed that comment, he also said Scotland can beat anyone on any given day, and doubled down on it and tripled down on it. And I said, okay. Well, we went and had a look at their qualifiers. We went and had a look at their recent record. And we found that they lost to a team that I'd never even heard of. And it's pretty hard to not have heard a country. It's pretty difficult to not have heard of a country before, especially in the international game. They lost to Jersey, and they had a match abandoned against Guernsey. I know Guernsey. I've heard of Jersey. Didn't even know it was a country, though. So, yeah, it's already been dealt with. And final ball, and that will be Will Jax smacking it for a 6. So, England will finish up a 184, and Will Jax is going to take a bow because that was a spectacular shot from him that really got them over the line to that 180 at the minimum. Look, England will they will take it. It's not spectacular by any means against Nepal. They would have been expecting above the 200. I thought they'd get 202. You know, they were predicted to be about 220. But ultimately, teams are giving a lot more of a crack than people expected. Nepal shouldn't be able to chase down 185, in my opinion. This should be game done, really. But with all due fairness to Nepal, I don't know enough about them to give you that complete read that they are, not a good batting team. However, I would doubt that they should be able to get the job done here. But look, guys, I'm going to jump up and have a bit of a stretch around for the next 10 minutes. So go grab yourself a drink, go put your feet up, and get ready for another game and a half, because we've still got this, and then we've got Sri Lanka versus Ireland afterwards. We'll be live for the entire thing. So do me a favour, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new around here, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes time. right, let's get going. Let's get rocketing here as we see Nepal try and chase down 184. They need 185 to win here. Look, their bowling was pretty good. I was pretty happy with how they performed. And look, they're able to get England on the back foot in a lot of ways. But overall, I still see England winning this game unless we can see a monumental effort from the Nepalese, man. It would take a monumental effort. I think that when it comes to their bowling, they're pretty good. I'm just finishing something up here over here. That's why you can see them probably a little bit distracted right now. But we've got the first bowl coming in from Jofra Archer very, very soon. He will come in for a bit of a crack and look to lock them down early. But we have seen, well, actually, to be fair, we have seen in the upset result where it's been the favourite team chasing. Let's see. If you know what, if Nepal win this game, it will prove the point about what that question was earlier on today where someone said, is it the teams that are chasing that are going to win out all the games? If Nepal was to win, it would show that because this is against the favourite. Because if you look across the tournament so far, it's always been the favourite of the game that is chasing. So if Nepal was to win this game, it would prove that point pretty strongly. Seb says, what a story that is by Jax. Yeah, no, he had a really good crack late on there. That was really good to see from Jax. They really needed it, and he was able to get the job done. He was able to get the old job done there to get them past that 180. Okay, that's all finished up now, so I don't have to worry about that. That's all there. That's all done. All right, let's get going here. Nepal, let's do this. I don't want to believe he would throw away his future at the Broncos, but at the same time he also needs money. Who's this? Part of me wants to believe he isn't going because of his personal dramas, but I also do think now we have won our premiership, which is what he wanted. What more can we offer him? Yes, that is absolutely correct. But we'll put a video out tomorrow talking about the Payne Haas situation. That'll come out tomorrow morning. Talking about that, and also Adam Reynolds saying that he is retiring after this year. Let's update this scorecard so that you can see the Nepalese batting. And it hasn't been updated yet, so I can't. Just let me know. Let me know when you can see that Nepal comes up over there, and I'll put it across. But guys, obviously hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Let me know what you think Nepal can get to. Let me know what you think they can get to. And let's fire up. Let's back in this second half of the day. We will have Sri Lanka versus Ireland right after this. It would have been nice to see Jamie Overton bowling here because I know that he gives up quite a few runs. But he is not here today. Jamie Overton. He is not here. No, because they would have had Adil Rashid and Luke Wood next up. Come on, Nepal, give us a good game. Has it updated yet? Nope. So they still haven't got the scorecard ready for Nepal yet. Kushal Patel will be opening for the Nepalese. Through 309 votes, we've got Nepal on 72%. Well, the Nepalese are definitely backing in their team right now. Let's see if they can pull through with it. Tomorrow we will be live for 3 games, which is Scotland versus Italy. The might that is Scotland, not Scotland. Yeah, it is Scotland versus Italy. And then Oman versus Zimbabwe and South Africa versus Canada. So not the greatest of days tomorrow, but we'll still have as much fun as we can here on the streams watching those teams play. Muppet Hour is peak here. Muppet Hour is always peak. Luke Wood's actually going to be the opening bowler here. Strike rate of 15, wickets 18 through 16 matches. Can they get it early? I'm going to say Nepal all out for 65. I'm going to say you're drunk, Chris. I'm going to say Nepal all out for 3 million and a half. So that would be 3,500,000 for people who can't count. That's what I'm thinking, Chris. Spencer says this opener has a T20 century to his name. Maybe another one today. Does he really? A T20 century to his name. So which one of the openers is this? Are you talking about Bertel? Ooh, swing and a miss there. And nearly went through for a 4. Nearly went through for buys, but it does not. Okay, so let me just fix this. So now I've got that. So you're talking about Kushal Patel or are you talking about Ashif Sheikh? Ashif Sheikh is their wicketkeeper. So Patel must be a bit of an all-rounder. Because he did have a few bowling. I think he gave up quite a few runs though, didn't he? Patel, through 4 overs, he gave up a 10 economy. So, pretty normal. That'll be a dot ball. Well, pretty high, but normal enough is what I would say. This would be just insane if Nepal could come back here. It was on the Bertel graphic, 65 innings, 1 century. Yeah, wow. I wonder who that was against, though. Spinster. I wouldn't be surprised if that's, against a Zimbabwe or a Oman or a UAE kind of deal. Luke Wood, next bowl. Oh, big, absolute yorker at the stumps there. But it will be a single. So get off the mark there, Patel. I've got a bit of the hiccups right now, like small little hiccups. I usually define this when I do these long slogs of streams, right? And this happens in NRL days where we do like 3 games or whatever. Next Saturday we're doing 5 straight games. It's going to be brutal, but usually I do find the later the day goes on, my nose starts to get a little bit all over the shop, and sometimes you'll start to hear me slow my words because you get tired when you... We've already streamed today for about 5 hours, 3.5 for the first game, and then we've been here for probably about, 2 hours now? That will be a dot ball. Is Nepal worth a shout? Probably not, Reese. It would take a monumental effort to come back from... Like, 185 is a target that, the big teams could chase down, but you wouldn't be backing in Nepal to chase that down against England. You wouldn't expect that at all. And if they did, the kits would be off in Nepal. No one would have clothes on in that country. Not a single person. Not a single person would have clothes on in the country of Nepal, and that includes people climbing Mount Everest. I think we've been here for about 5.5 hours today streaming already. Oh, nearly a wicket there. No, that's going to miss. Good over here from Luke Wood, though. Good over. He was good in that game in the third T20 against the Sri Lankans. One for nothing after 5. You can set your watch for Luke Wood's hair. What? What are you talking about? Final ball of the over. Will get a single. You'll take every run you can get. They will only get the single, though. I'd have a tantrum if we lost from here. I think you would, Chris, because I'd encourage it. I wouldn't just sit by idly and let you have that breakdown without me encouraging it. Yeah. I'd be your biggest supporter, mate. I'd really back it in. I'd be really telling you, no, keep going. Keep getting angry. Keep getting upset. We love it. Oh, yeah. That'd be good stuff. But a good start here from England. They don't get a wicket, but a good over anyway. Just the 2 runs. What would they need on the current economy? They'd probably need to hit a consistent 8.5 and over, I think it is. No, that would be 8.5 and over is what they consistently need to hit throughout this game. The Nepal fans are hyped for every run because they're a Minnow Nation, Smithster, so they're not expected to win. They're not expected to beat these big-time teams. They're just happy to be here competing against a big team, and they want to cause a stir. They want to do what USA did last night. They want to do what Netherlands did against Pakistan, whether you win or lose, as long as you make it a good game. Yeah, Ben, everyone, I think, would encourage it. That's going to be knocked in behind, maybe for a 4? No. Man of the boundary will keep it to a single. And Jofra Archer is the one bowling now. The fast bowlers, I don't think are going to get that much going here. I think it will come down to the spinners like a Will Jacks. And if Will Jacks can pick up like 2-3 wickets, I think he's the man of the match for this game. Next bolt. Oh, big shot. That's a 4. Come on, Patel. Come on, Nepal. Okay. That's a boundary for Patel. Jofra Archer gets slapped there. Tournament force is 124 so far through the first 2 days. 124 fours. And that's a great shot there from Bertel. This could get interesting if they can keep playing like that. They could get interesting. And another 4. Oh, Bertel. Here we go. Bertel with 2 back-to-back boundaries here against Archer. I was saying that I don't think the fast bowlers are going to get too much going here. And this is going to send some questions to the English team and the English fans thinking, hold on a second. Hold on a second here, Nepali. I need a Nepal shirt. That's what I need. I need a Nepal cricket shirt. Next bowl from Archer. Ooh, swing and a miss. Yeah, great shots by the Centurion. Getting around him. Now, if you're Nepal, you're over the moon with this start. Like, he is bowling at the stumps, but it's just Bertel seeing it nicely. This is good batting. I've said it before, after his injuries, Archer is a nothing burger in T20. Yeah, no, I don't think that Archer's the same player that we once thought he was going to be. Unfortunately, his injuries have derailed his career. His injuries have hurt him. And have hurt him pretty badly. It's a real unlucky, unfortunate story. Because he was looking incredible. With that being said, you watch him go and get a wicket sometime soon. Nope, he's going to give a 4 away. Oh, Bertel is having an absolutely spectacular over here. That is 12 runs for Bertel himself. That's 13 runs off the over with 1 more ball to go. Here we go, Nepal. Jofra Archer's getting slapped at the round at the moment. Maybe, just maybe, Ben. Again, though, if Nepal were able to come back here, it would show a trajectory that you want to bat second. Because every team that has bat second... I need to make sure... Can someone please confirm for me, in that West Indies-Scotland game that I wasn't able to stream, who bats second? Because I know... Oh my gosh, it's going to go to the boundary just for a single. Fantastic over. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14 runs off of that over. Nepal, very happy. Bertel, that was incredible stuff. So it is 16 for nothing after 2. Can someone tell me in the Scotland West Indies games who was the one chasing? So the team that was chasing was... the team was chasing with Scotland, was it? Oh, the team was chasing with Scotland. Okay, so forget that. But someone did ask me today if they thought that I could see a trajectory where all the teams that are chasing are probably going to win this in this tournament. If Nepal won today, it would go a long way. It would go a long way to proving it. Luke Wood back in for his second over. Oh, that's a 4. Come on, Nepal. Come on, Nepal. Here we go. 20 runs. That's another boundary. Bertel, I just don't want him to get too cheeky. We see it a lot. Players, they get good boundaries, they get good runs, and they get too cheeky, and then they get out. But this is just great batting from Bertel right now. Boundary after boundary after boundary. 2 different bowlers. He is seeing the ball really well at the moment. Next bowl from Luke Wood. Come on, get another boundary here, Bertel. That would send everyone alight. Ooh, swing and a miss. 20 for nothing after 2.2. You'd be one of your favourite chasers of all time if they did it. Even if you're English, you'd have to respect it if they found a way. You'd have to expect it. Nepalese are really getting loud in that stadium too. Like, they are full on. You can hear the atmosphere. It is full on right now. Third bowl of the over from Luke Wood. Oh my gosh. Is that a 6 or is that out? Oh, that's a 6. Oh my goodness me. Bertel is crushing it right now. He's on 30 runs. Bertel has hit a 6. It's 26 for nothing after 2.3. This is wild from Bertel. He's crushing it. He's had 3 4s and now a 6. Kraken says I'm quitting watching cricket. Dude, this is insane right now from Bertel. How exciting is this? Guys, wake up. No matter where you are in the world, I don't care what time it is. Wake up because we have got a game on our hands as we speak. And luckily they've got a man in the boundary back there. That's going to be a single. So Ashif will come on strike. If I was Nepalese, I'd be up and about too. I'm not even Nepalese. I'm up and about, mister. I'm not Nepalese. I've never been in Nepal. But I'm up and about. I'm fired up. I'm fired up. How do I say go Nepal? How do I say fire up Nepal? How to say fire up Nepal in Nepalese? Or Nepali is what their language is. Oh, jeez. No, guys, no chance. Nepali go lago. That's the closest you're going to get. Did my best. Is that out? No, it's going to be a 4, is it? It's going to be a 4. It's going to be a 4. It's going to be a 4. Ashif will hit the boundary. Nepal are crunching it right now. What a tournament this is, Kraken. This is insane. Another 4 here for Nepal. It's 31 for nothing after 2.5. This is wild. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Even if they don't go on to win, this is an unreal start. This is an unreal and unexpected start here. Slapper getting into the poppers already. Said Watson, where are you, son? Jacko, come here. Chris Andrew, I know you're watching. Come on, Ashif and Bertel. And it will be a dot ball. Luke Warder got crunched in that over. 6, 10, 14, 15 runs off the over. Joffrey Archer gives up 14. And then Luke Ward gives up 15. No foreign jumbo, please. The English boys need to concentrate. Okay, how do I do it again? Let me see. Hold on. Nepali ago lago. Nepali ago lago. Nepali ago lago. Look at me go. Nepali alu. Hold on. What is it again? Nepali ago lago. Nepali ago lago. Fire up. 0 for 20 runs. I didn't expect that. Shauno, it's 31 for nothing. It's 31 for nothing, brother. This is actually needs to be updated. That's not live right now. I'm going to have to refresh that. That's wrong. Cricket.com.au's behind. It's 31 for nothing after 3 overs, Shauno. It's actually ridiculous right now how crazy this is. So Bertel on 25. Oh, it's straight up. It's going. Oh, it dropped in just before the boundary. And it will be 2 runs there. Nepali, ago lago. Yeah, cricket.com.au is a little bit behind right now. That needs to update. There we go. That's got rid of that. Yeah, they haven't updated it yet, man. But Nepal are killing it. Bertel, he's already on 27, a shift on 6. And they will get a single out of that. It'll just be a bye. And it's a wide single. Ooh. Most runs so far in the tournament. Suryakama Yadav with 84, dropped on 15. Seaford on 65, dropped on 48. Hetmia, 64 for the West Indies. 35 for nothing through 3.1. And they're going to get another single. Dude, Nepal are a chance here. Nepal are a chance. Didn't even know Nepal played cricket. No, what? How would you not know that Nepal play cricket? This is so slow updating. They're still on 9 for 27. They're at 36 for none. Yeah, so slow updating on cricket.com.au right now. You didn't know a subcontinent team play cricket? As a subcontinent country that's right next door to India play cricket? It's in the basin of India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan, and you thought the Nepalese didn't play cricket? 148 runs from 99 balls. This is on, dude. These guys just need to stay patient, though. Right now, they're over 10 runs and over. Dude, this crowd is mental. They're going nuts, the Nepalese. They're going nuts. The English fans, they're super quiet right now. Every big team in this tournament should be on notice right now. Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, literally anyone should be on notice about how these minnow teams are performing. Every single team should be on notice. USA should have beat India. Netherlands was so close and probably should have. Is he gone? He is gone. Ashifi's gone on 7. He is gone on 7. He does bat that. Oh, look at these English fans doing this to the Nepalese crowd. Bro, you serious? You're $1.03 favourites going into this game and they're giving it to the fans. Let them have a bit of fun. We all know that the English are still heavy favourites to win this game, but they're giving it this to the Nepalese fans. Are you serious? Nepal have had a 2020 Premier League cricket tournament for 2 years in a row now. It's actually really fun and chaotic to watch. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Are you serious that they're doing this to the Nepalese fans? That's crazy from the Poms. That's crazy. 148 from 97. Do that to me. Do that to all the big nations that are taking the piss right now. But doing it to the Nepalese fans is crazy, bro. Really? You need the ego shutdown of the Nepalese? Really? And they were the 3 guys that were sitting there just before that were so quiet. England fans looking like tools. I just don't understand. Like, what do you gain from doing that? Like, and it wasn't a bantery sense too. Like, they weren't laughing or smiling like that. They were just full on. Just the one guy was doing that. Mate, the Nepalese are just getting around it. They're not even expected to be in this game. They're expected to get absolutely whooped, and they're still expected to get whooped. But it's an exciting start here for them, regardless. It wasn't their big batter. Nepali, a goal to go. Nepali, a goal. Nepali, a goal to go. These fans are punching down. Shame on them. Just so it's like weird. Do it to the Aussies. Do it to the Indians. Do it to the Pakistanis. Do it to the Kiwis and South Africans. Why the Nepalese? Dot ball. Good first over there from Dawson. He's 1 for 6. Imagine the scenes. Like, I know it would be tough in that crowd. I've been part of plenty of tough crowds as an away fan, but, like, incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. No, I think Will Jacks will pick up a couple of wickets, though, when he comes in. Jofra Archer, he's in for another over. He gave 14 runs in his first over. Jofra Archer has changed ends here. He needs to have a much better over. England have got a wicket now. You would expect them to have a bit of motivation and fire up from that. And that will be a dot ball. Good start. They're still partying in that crowd, though. How good. Storm fan says hello. Get any Storm fan? How slow is Archer bowling? It's not looking as fast as you saw in the Ashes, for example. Bowl fast and there's nothing going on, champion. Next ball from Archer. It's going to be a single for Bertel. He'll be on 29. You want Bertel on strike. He's the guy who's been whacking it around. You need him on strike. 4.2 overs down. They're just under the 10 run rate. They needed an 8.5 run rate at the start of their innings, so they are above and they are currently in the lead in regards to like an advantage play. Not that I think they do it, but like they are currently in the lead for it. Adil Rashid needs 1 wicket for 400 in T20s. Dipendra Singh Adari needs 44 runs for 2,000 in T20Is. Actually, I asked the English fans in the chat, how do you feel about what I was just talking about there when the English fans were doing this to the Nepalese fans? How do you feel about that? Because I would definitely do it to you lot, and I'd definitely do it to the Indians and Pakistanis and whatnot. And the Kiwis for sure. Saffers, sure. But I don't even know if I could do it to Sri Lankans. Or the West Indies. I don't think I could. It would just feel weird. Trying to get that ego boost against a minnow nation. Oh, this is good bowling here from Archer. Just the one with 3 dot balls. No, it's a wide. So, 1, a wide, and 2 dot balls. 3 more balls to go with the over. Regardless of the outcome, great start. If they can get above, if they can get within 20 runs here, it's a mental win for Nepal. Obviously, you never expected them to win, but you know they'll take that mental. That'll be a dot ball. The 9 for 1 through 4.4. If they can be at the 10 over mark at 80, there's still a great chance here. If they're like 80 for 2, there's still a good chance here. Great isn't the right word, but there would still be a good chance. 2 more balls to go here at the over. And another dot ball. Nate says, Nepal are not bad at cricket. I bet on them as underdogs against the UAE and Singapore, and they won both. They're up-and-comers, mate. Nate, Nate, I'm going to ask you, do you want me to reply to that? Would you like me to reply to that? They beat the UAE and Singapore, did they? Yeah, they're up-and-comers, mate. Yeah, UAE and Singapore, yeah, good stuff. That's good stuff. Singapore is a big cricket nation. Singapore's massive. Soon you're going to tell me they beat Tuvalu. Couldn't believe that. Oh, Misfield from England will give a freebie single, and they will get to 40 for 1 through 5 overs. So they really drop off on that run rate, but they are still at 40 for 1 through 5. Singapore being brought up in a cricket conversation is pretty wild. That's pretty wild, man. That's pretty choppy. Singapore. I wonder where they even play cricket in Singapore. It's not a massive country. I was there last year. It's not massive. Almost as... Oh, no one's as dangerous as Scotland, Reese. Come on, let's be serious. This is a serious channel here, Reese. No one's as dangerous as Scotland. I reckon Nath would have backed in what Travis was saying before if he was here for it. And they were paying $5 each time. Nepal were paying $5 to beat Singapore? No way. Maybe they weren't playing with like Sandeep Lamashan and whatnot, but like a full-strength team, they would have pumped the living shit out of them. How are they paying $5 against Singapore? Will Jacks bowling now. I feel like this is going to be... Will Jacks gives a wide first up, but I feel like Will Jacks is going to be the guy that picks up 3 wickets today. And we'll give up a single there. Good pushed run. They must have been playing an extremely weakened team, Nate, but I'd still always back even a weakened team, Nepal, against... How much did they win by, do you remember? Surely they would have won by a convincing bit. Singapore is not a cricketing nation. Even the depth of Nepal should have won, and obviously they did, as you're saying. That's a good bet. I think the odds were well off there. He's gone. Bertel gives it straight back to Will Jacks, and there's a wicket. And that's what I was saying. Will Jacks should clean up on this pitch today, and that's the first of a few wickets that he should be getting. Bertel looks so good, and then unfortunately he falls apart there and gives away a really, really cheap wicket. And his 29 from 17 is what he goes for. Will Jacks is on some serious form at the moment. That's an awful shot there from Bertel. That is not good. Well, it was exciting for a little bit, wasn't it? It was exciting for a little bit. Paul says the energy seems low when England took that wicket right there. Not much in terms of celebration, because that's why when I get confused about how the English fans were doing this to the Nepalese fans and telling them, like, we can't hear and be quiet kind of deal. Because the English understand this is a minnow team and they are expected to win very, very well. This is an expectation. This isn't a necessity. It's an expectation. Like, they are expected to win this game well. This is a first-tier team going up against a minnow nation. So there's no point in them talking shit. Ayan says, when it comes to associate nations, it's all about the pressure and nerve handling and inexperience, which cost them. Exactly right, Ayan. Like, for example, Netherlands game. Should have won that game. Inexperience cost them with that dropped catch. USA, 100% threw away a game they should have won yesterday. Lost by 29 runs. If they catch Sudiyakama Yadav on 15, he ended up going for 84. They lost by 29 runs. It's the little things that matter. They dropped like 4 catches yesterday, the USA. They dropped a massive amount of catches. Afghanistan, if Rashid Khan, and I know this is a bit of an improvement compared to the likes of USA, Netherlands, and say Nepal, but Afghanistan, Rashid Khan, if he makes that catch on Team Seafoot, the whole finish is probably completely different. But he didn't catch him, and then Seafoot went out and got another 20 runs. I reckon that Afghanistan probably go on to win that game if they catch Seafoot there. That's an assumption. That's not as easy as saying that I think USA definitely do win if they get Yadav on 15. So, yeah, you're right. It does come down to the nerve handling and the inexperience. It was good while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted, Ben. But I'd really like over-the-top celebrations of that wicket right there. Nah, like, if that was England versus Australia, you'll see it. You see with the teams like Afghanistan against New Zealand, you'll see them get real hyped up and real fired up against getting a wicket. But you won't really see it. Like, when Australia play Ireland on Wednesday, you're not going to see them go crazy for a wicket because it's an expectation that they win that game. When you get to the Super 8s and you see Australia take on teams like India, and because we'll be in India's group for the Super 8s, we take on like India, and we take on potentially like New Zealand and stuff like that, or South Africa. You will see them celebrate it because that's a big result. Against these teams, it's not disrespect, it's actually disrespecting them. It's respecting them not to shove it in their faces, which is why I look at those English fans before and I say, you're a dick, because you know Nepal is not a good nation here when it comes to cricket comparatively to England. You know you're $1.03 favourites for this, and you're telling them to be quiet because you got a wicket? Like, man, that's why it was so stupid to see those English fans. And it's disrespectful, but the English players are being respectful by not celebrating like crazy in their faces because, again, it's an expectation. They're going to get a couple of runs here. Nice little cheeky couple of runs there for Ari. Ayan says, India was losing, even Pakistan was losing, they saved from scare against associate nations. Correct, because of the drop catches. We've seen so far in this tournament, not necessarily this game, but Afghanistan had a few mistakes in the field. So did New Zealand. New Zealand had a lot of mistakes in the field. We saw USA make a million mistakes in the field. They dropped like 4 catches, one of which being the biggest one of Yadav. We saw the Netherlands drop a massive catch that probably would have won them the game, late on in the game as well. I didn't get to watch the Scotland versus West Indies game, but all good shot. Is that a 4? No, man in the boundary, single. It is those moments, and that's the thing. Teams like England, teams like Australia, teams like India, South Africa, these teams know how to win the crunch. They know how to do it. And that's why I'm trying to tell Paul here that the celebration from England is not going to happen in this game. It shouldn't happen in this game because it would be disrespectful. They are respecting their opposition right now. And Tana's getting around it. Ryan says, hi, brother. How is everyone today? Going good, man. We've got one more stream after this, which is Sri Lanka versus Ireland. We already did New Zealand versus Afghanistan earlier today. Now we're doing this game here between England and Nepal. And then later on, like I said, Sri Lanka versus Ireland. And then tomorrow we've got 3 streams, which is going to be Scotland versus Italy, the Omanis versus Zimbabwe, and then South Africa versus Canada. But that's the end of the power play, and it's 47 for 2. Nepal would just be happy to compete here. Peter Pan's Mob versus Namibia will be game of the round tomorrow. It will stop the cricketing world. Namibia is not on tomorrow. Are you talking about on Tuesday? Is that game on Tuesday? There's no Namibia game tomorrow. Yeah, Netherlands versus Namibia on Tuesday. And then New Zealand versus UAE and Pakistan versus USA. I'm actually looking forward to Pakistan versus USA. New Zealand will romp UAE. Like, romp them. And I'm confident, despite the little upset, like, competitiveness from the underdog teams, New Zealand will romp UAE. And Netherlands should beat Namibia. Oh, good shot for a 4. Good work, Arre. With a 4. Paul says, over-the-top celebrations are a psychological trait to force more mistakes from your opponent because they're raging. Okay, sure, Paul, but I'm sure you understood what I'm saying here. You have to understand what I'm saying here. You will see if it's the crunch time. England shouldn't need to rely on this shit, bro. Nepal are ranked in 16th. England are ranked in 3rd. It's the equivalent of Australia celebrating like crazy winning a game against Italy in rugby league. You know, it's disrespectful. I disagree with you here. I disagree. It's disrespectful. Why would you celebrate like crazy for an expectation? You shouldn't need to win that mental game. You're going to win this game regardless. You have all the conditioning, you have all the strength and conditioning, you have all the health benefits, you have a lot more money than these players, a significant amount more money. Like, I'm talking nearly $1 million. These Nepalese players, comparatively to what England's earning, is worlds apart. Like £1 million apart kind of deal. That's the difference here. Why would they celebrate? Why? Sport is a business. You need to win and be ruthless. Otherwise, you're out of a job. But what does that have to do with what we're talking about here? That has nothing to do with what we're talking about here. What does being ruthless have to do with disrespecting an opponent in a minnow nation? Go for gold again. If you are England against Australia, celebrate and give us an uppercut. If you are India versus Pakistan, celebrate like crazy. If you're Australia versus South Africa or New Zealand, celebrate till your heart's content. But Australia celebrating in the face of a team like Oman would be the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Or England celebrating in the face of Nepal would be the dumbest shit I've ever seen. But that's a 6. Wow, that's a great connection from Podell. That's a great connection. Yeah, they're crucifying English fans for mocking Nepalese fans on Twitter. I 100% agree, Smithster. And this is the thing that you're not understanding, Paul. This is a common consensus. This is an overall consensus here. No one is debating celebrating a wicket. Celebrate the wicket like crazy when you're coming up against a team that's in your caliber. And look, if it's a team, even to the extent of Afghanistan, they're ranked in 10th. You can celebrate that. You can celebrate against Bangladesh. You can celebrate against Sri Lanka, West Indies, sure. I think it's a bit weird, but you can deal with it because they're still good enough teams. You're talking about celebrating a 16th ranked team that plays against teams like Singapore. It's like playing a game against an under-16s team and celebrating in their face because it's business. Fuck the business, bro. Like, let's also... We're going to win this game, so let's not be disrespectful whilst we're winning the game because England are going to win this game. And if they don't, it's on them. That's a great 4 here for Mattery. And the Nepalese are getting some good runs here. Does anybody disagree with what I'm saying outside of Paul here? This is a genuine question. Does anyone believe that, because what the difference of opinion is right now, is that Paul is arguing that you should celebrate like crazy. It doesn't matter who you play. And I am saying, well, it's an expectation here for England to beat Nepal. Nepal is a lowly ranked team. You should win. You're expected to win. I think it's disrespectful to effectively laugh and celebrate in the face of the opposition when they are not expected to be even competitive, when they're on far less money, they don't have the same training facilities, they don't have the same opportunities, they don't have anything in comparison, and you should win this and expected to win this. I don't think that it should come down to you celebrating in their faces to rub it in. I think it is just common sense, Ben. I think we all want Nepal to win here, right? We definitely all do, but I don't think they will, but it's awesome to see them giving it a crack. Next bowl. Oh, he goes for a swing, and it will be just to the boundary for a single. Smith says, look, a lovely young English girl in the crowd is supporting Nepal's success. Exactly right. That's the game. It's sportsmanship, as Jay said before. Sportsmanship is the word. It's a fantastic word. It's sportsmanship. We're not talking about England versus Australia in the biggest rivalry in cricket right now. We're not talking about a global powerhouse rivalry of Pakistan versus India. We're talking about England versus Nepal. You're entitled to your opinion, Paul. I just heavily disagree with it. I get where you're coming from, but I disagree with it in the context that we're talking about. Swing, and that should be 4. Come on, Nepal. Array with the 4. It's 70 for 2. 8 overs in. And what do I say now? What do I say? Nepal, ago lago. Nepal, ago lago. Which means fire up in Nepalese, by the way. Nepal, ago lago. You're learning Nepalese with me here on this channel. Yep, and there's a couple of English fans looking down in the dumps. Still a winning game. That's why context in a match always matters. Paul is saying celebrating is fine without it. Paul is saying celebrating is fine without it. I don't know what that part says, but by the way, they're at a similar pace. England were 3 wickets down to this point. Nepal are 2 wickets down to this point. Nepal are a little bit behind on the runs. Exactly, Chris. You can celebrate with a sensible, mild applause for a wicket taken, but it's all about manners and etiquette. Because they did celebrate with a mild applause. You know, like Will Jacks just took it like it was business as normal, and that's why I didn't even mention it. I didn't even notice anything because he just celebrated it like a normal. You know, he got the job done because that's ultimately what this is. They're going to get 2 runs here. Oh, bad throw. 2 runs. Baudel with 2 runs. He gets to 13. Beautiful. 3rd wicket partnership at 30 off 17. Just to clarify and wrap everything up, celebrate like crazy if you want against teams that warrant it, who are good enough to beat you. And if Nepal win here, it's one of the biggest shocks you will ever see in cricket. That's what we're saying. 113 runs from 71 balls. The runs to ball count is well and truly doable here for the Nepalese. Well and truly. This game's back on, though. It is back on. This would be an embarrassment if England loses. I'm so glad that you said that, Smithster, in regards to what's happening on Twitter, though. Oh, I don't think you're getting what we're saying here, Paul. Yes, Nepal was really threatening to take the game from England. Muted celebrations show me that the English are apathetic about this and they're getting into trouble with no killer instinct. I don't think you're understanding what we're saying, bro. So anyway, need 112 more runs from 70 balls. I'm not going to continue with that because, brother, I've explained everything I've needed to explain. I don't understand why you're flogging this dead horse here because we've explained. We've even got the English here and Chris who's saying the same thing as us. I think that we've spoken enough about that, man. If that's your opinion, that's your opinion. I will politely disagree with you because I find it disrespectful to a minnow nation. And if England lose, then that's an embarrassment, but they shouldn't be celebrating in the faces. That's what I'll say on that. So that's going to be a single. Yeah, he doesn't get it, unfortunately, Ben. So Outre on 20, Paudel on 15. 110 runs needed from 68 balls. Current run rate is 8.65. Required run rate is 9.71. So they're still behind it, but it's within range. It's within range here for the Nepalese. 5 runs off of the over so far. After this, they'd have Arif, then Lakesh and Galshan come in. Oh no, that's out. Oh, ooh, that was close. That was close. .5 overs down. Yeah, straight up in the air there, but just no one close. Good to see Nepal taking a crack. Mate, they are having a good go. I don't think they win, but they're having a good go here. Great to see from a 16th ranked nation. Next ball. It will be a double. Good finish from the over. Glad they didn't run that. He wanted to run that, and there was no chance of a run. They are trying to push the runs. 5 runs off the over. Pretty good there from Dawson. Oh, how good's this? How good's this ad? We might speak, eat, and celebrate differently. That just came up, eh? So together we cheer for those we love. What an ad to put on right after the conversation we've just been having. Come on, Nepal. Keep yourselves in the game. Kick on. Kick on. 110 from 66. Paul can sense now his big winning profit of $9. No, I think that right now, I think right now he's too busy talking about what we're discussing in the chat. Go back if you Draz. Just I'm not going to go back over it again. Just go back and have a check, have a look at the comments, so you'll understand what we're talking about, and you can give your opinion based off of that if you'd like. I'm pretty certain you obviously would know I have the opposite opinion as to most of you. 109 more runs from 64 balls. The only way that you would see a big wicket to find a middle ground here. The only way that you would see a big wicket, a big celebration, would be if like you need 2 wickets in the last over to prevent a surprise victory, and then you would see. I don't even know if you would see a full-on celebration, but you would see a definite more celebration from a big-time team against a minnow. If it was like a must. Oh, he's pulled a big shot there for a 4. He aims that one up with the sweep, and he will get a boundary there, Ari. Ben, 105 runs and 62 balls. That's a great hit there off of Adil Rashid. Great hit. He goes with a sweep and just absolutely slaps it to the boundary. Ooh, that was a weird shot, but they'll get a single out of it. They'll get it out of it. It's about Paul versus Nepal. Yeah, maybe Paul just hates Nepal. Maybe he just wants to see the Nepalese get done. Maybe he was those English fans in the crowd. That's a big shot over the top. Will it go for a 4? Will it go for a 4? Yes, it will. Pardal with the 4, keeping the Nepalese in it. And they're at 85 for 2. Remember I said if they can get to 80 for 2 by the 10 over mark, there's a chance that they can win this. They're 10 overs down. It's 85 for 2. They are currently in this game. They're down by 100 runs with 10 overs to go, with 60 balls to go here. Paul said, I just said, you're not getting it, bro. I just said England need to have a killer instinct, use every tactic they can and not allow Nepal back into this. No, but that's not, like, yes, you were saying that, but you were using a celebration. No one disagrees with that thought process. No one disagrees with having a killer instinct, but you shouldn't have to rely upon celebrations in the face of a minnow team to have that killer instinct. You're playing a 16th ranked nation when you are third in a competition that is far between in regards to the success and the quality of these nations. Like I said, this will be the last I say of it, man. We'll move on now. Just move on to the next comment, move on to the further point of the game. I don't know. How much. Like, have you been a cricket fan all your life, Paul? Because this just isn't something. This isn't something that anybody would really back you in on. Paul put $300 for a $309 return on England. Of course he hates Nepal and wants them to lose. This is getting saucy. Let's go to Nepal. It's getting spicy, son. It's getting spicy. Hopefully Sri Lanka Island later on today can get spicy as well. Because Sri Lanka... Oh, that's a 4. Come on. Array with the 4. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The Nepalis are back and dancing. What was it again? What was it? Nepale, ago lago. Nepale, ago lago. Viva la Nepal. Viva la Nepal. Viva la Nepal. Current run rate is 8.61. Required is 9.93. Nepal's in demand. Oh no. Oh no. 89 for 2 turns into 90 for 2. They're still down in the run rate. They do need 10 runs per over. But a couple of big overs can really bring it back within question. You found a Zimbabwe there, Jay? No, I know what that means. Lots of 4s swinging and not missing. We love that. Dawson, next bolt. Oh, that is a swing and a miss. That is a big swing of a 6 and a miss. Yeah, if Will Jacks hadn't have gone for that big, like he went big. If they had have been able to limit Will Jacks, this game would have been super tight. The result is still on, but Nepal have got to take positive out of this regardless. That'll be a single. I'd back in Nepal against India. Yeah, would ya? I wouldn't back him in against Scotland, though. Scotland are the greatest team we found out today. They can beat anybody on any given day, apparently. Except for Jersey. Scotland can beat everybody on any given day except for Jersey. And maybe Guernsey. We don't know because Guernsey was the match abandoned. Next bowl. Ooh, stop ball. Chris Hendricks says, even if England went on to be the absolute bellends of all time and lose, it has to be done with manners. We know this. We're well practiced. Well, look, I would debate this in regards to England. I remember the dressing rooms, the gentleman's area of Lords after a certain Alex Carey, Johnny Bairstow moment. I don't know how much practice has gone into the English class from the fans. Don't know, because that was pretty disgraceful when they walked into the dressing rooms. Where did Travis go? He's off to watch Scotland highlights. So 11 overs down, Sam Curran will come for a bowl. So I don't know how well practiced you were there, but overall, that is the ideology and the thought process of cricket. Ajit says, I'm not ready for this upset. Dude, it would be wild if they did it, though. 94 runs off of 54 balls. They need a lot of runs still, but these guys have stuck in for a while now. They just need a couple of big overs. They're going to get a medium fast bowler here of Sam Curran. They've been loving the fast bowling so far, Nepal. But Chris is definitely right about if England went on to be the absolute bellends of all time and lose. That would be very bellendy. That'll be a wide. A free run from Sam Curran given to Nepal. It's 92 for 2. Third wicket partnership is now 50 off of 35. 50 off 35. Jeez, these are long days, but I just realised we've got a whole nother game to go after this. Oh, wow, he was opening up for a big shot. Will he be at a 4? Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Come on, Pordell, with a 4. 96 for 2. Come on. That's a boundary. Keep going, Nepal. Keep going. Keep fighting. Stay in the fight. Stay in the fight, son. Stay in the fight. How do I say stay in the fight in Nepali? Stay in the fight, Nepal. Oh, this is long. Hold on. No, I can't do it, lads. No, that's impossible. That's impossible. Ladai Marahanuus Nepal. There we go. It's a 4? Oh, there's a man the boundary. It's a single. It's a single. You'd think Cast would need that practice and manners. Why is Cast getting a shot here? Why did Brighton Cast just get a random shot? Win predictor has Nepal at 48%, England at 52%, by the way. They've got so many wickets to spare here, Nepal. That's the thing. They've got 8 wickets in hand. I think England had 3 or 4 by this point. They've got 8 wickets in hand here, Nepal. And, oh, man, the boundary. Yeah, this is good, Slapper. This is a good game. This whole World Cup has been so exciting, man. And this is, like I said before, these are the kind of games that kick you on for a day like tomorrow because you'll still be excited for what's happening in this tournament. Obviously, we have Sri Lanka Island after this, but then tomorrow you have some tough games to put yourself through in Scotland versus Italy and Zimbabwe, Oman. South Africa, Canada, you've at least got South Africa there, but these are the games that fire you up and give you that kick to keep on cracking through those Minnow Nation games. That's going to be a single. And with the body lads, can't bowl them out, injure them out. Oh, so we're talking, there we go. There's the English fans for you. First they start doing this and telling, I can't hear you, Nepali fans, to Chris saying, it has to be done with manners. We know this. We're well practiced with manners. We then refer to the Lord's dressing room incident after the Alex Carey Johnny Bairstow incident, and now Chris has just said, aim at the body. You can't bowl them out, so let's injure them out. And he's talking about winning with manners. He's talking about manners here. You are something else, Chris. That'll be a single, and Nepal hit the 100, and the crowd goes wild. It's 100 for 2, target of 185. They still need 86 more runs in 8.1 overs, but we have a game here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a game here. We have a game. England were 106 for 3. Nepal are 100 for 2. They're only 6 runs off it. They're only 6 runs off it. Yeah, typical Palmer about that one. He opens up. They will go for a single. Oh, if it hits, he would have been gone. If that hit, they are going after everything. Like, they're going for a single on everything here. Not Sri Lanka, Nepal. Yeah, English people are a nut jobber. We know, Lagan. By the way, you know who's quiet right now? And he is watching. Mr. Jacko. Where are you? Jacko. Come on, mate. I see you there in the chat. I see you here. I see you lurking. He's a big old lurker, the old Jacko. Big old lurker. So 101 for 2 through 12 overs. 8 overs to go here. Archer comes back in for a bowl. He's giving up about 8.5 runs on the economy. Sauna time smell an upset. Love it, Smithster. By the way, Paul, I know that we had the disagreement before, but don't feel like that doesn't mean you can comment anymore. Like, you can still get involved in the comment section, man. At the end of the day, we're all passionate about the sport and just passionate about sport in general. That's why you come here. So don't feel like you can't. I haven't seen you comment for a while now, so that's why I'm just saying this. I'm sad, but I also love all these underdogs fighting. I know how good, Kraken. It should worry everyone. This is what I said before. That's a dot ball. This is what I said before. Australians right now, we're taking the piss. But we're going to find it against Ireland. We're going to have trouble against Ireland. You watch, it'll happen. New Zealand struggled against Afghanistan. India struggled against USA. England is struggling against the Nepalese. And Pakistan struggled against Netherlands. You watch South Africa struggle against Canada tomorrow. You watch. It'll happen. You watch Ireland maybe sneak a victory tonight against Sri Lanka. It's all aiming towards an Ireland victory over Sri Lanka to be the upset, to break the close games. Oh, shut up, Paul. Oh no, he's back on the body language. You are right in regards to the body language though. Look at Jofra Archer, but then again, Jofra always looks like this, man. He always looks like this. But you are right in regards to their body language right now is weird. His average speed right now is 130, which is really slow for Jofra. Next bolt. And that's a 4. Is it 4? No, there's a man on the boundary. Single. Harrison says, good morning, BKR. Mate, it's not looking... it's looking interesting for you, Harrison. Like, you should win this game, but Nepal are making it very interesting. They're well and truly in it. They've got 8 wickets. They're running everything. They have hit some good boundaries here. It's a good game, Harrison. You haven't won this game yet. If England lose, where would it rank on their sporting embarrassments? Reminds me what the Socceroos beat England 3-1. We should never have ever beaten the English team in football, ever. So that is pretty bad. Oof. It's going to be a dot ball. Good bowling from Archer. It'd be up there, Smithster. It'd be up there. It would be very much up there. They were $1.03 to win this game. Losing to the Socceroos is pretty bad. as an English fan. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty full on, man. Oh, that's up in the air, but it will sit in between the fielders, so it'll just be a single. Harrison says, bro, streamed 3 tests and through my whole sleep. Wow, this is a low for me. So, Harrison, I'm going to help you out here, mate. So, this isn't a test. This is a T20 game. So, test is 5 days. ODI is 1 day. T20 is 20 overs. 3.5 hours. So, no. Well, I haven't streamed 3 tests. If I had to stream 3 tests... If I had streamed 3 tests while you were asleep, we would have been there for 15 days. And that would have been... You would have been dead. So, I don't think I'd stream while you slept through 3 tests. That should be just a single here. And also, it's only been 2 games. We haven't even finished the second game here. This is the second game. We did finish that New Zealand-Afghanistan game. We're nearly at the end of this England versus Nepal game, and then we'll have Sri Lanka versus Ireland. Getting silver in Olympic dressage was a shock to their national sport. I think losing to Australia in overall gold medal tally in Birmingham was pretty bad for the Commonwealth Games too, to be fair. That'd be pretty bad. Alright, well, we're getting damn well close to, I think, is it a drinks break now? What over are we on? We are on... Okay, we got this over, and then we'll have the drinks break. If you are new here, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Harrison's from the TikTok generation, so this would feel like a test match for him. Probably, mate. To be fair, the length of time I've been streaming today is like a test match. But the day will go longer than what a test match day will be. I can't wait. Once the group stage is gone, then it's a lot easier. But then again, I'm enjoying this immensely. I'll be a single here for the Nepalese. That'll be a single. Archer is bowling here. Is this his final? I think this would be his final over. But how do they come back from the drinks break? Oh, no, sorry. It's Adil Rashid bowling right now. It was Jofra Archer who was there in the field who threw that back. That's why I got confused. Next bowl will be a single. Will be a single. Just get through to this drinks break without a wicket. This is like the final over of a session in test for you, Harrison. This is like the final over of a session in test. You just don't want a wicket. Oh, it's a 6. Smashed him. Going after him again. That is a 6 there for the Nepalese. That is huge. That is a big 6, man. He targets at Adil Rashid. Massive. Grass is God. If only the last over didn't go for 21, that'd be fancy chasing. Yeah, exactly. 155, 165. So many what ifs, man. So many crunching moments in these games in this World Cup so far that could have. Just what if that did. Oh, he's gone from again, but it will just be a single. Yeah, Will Jacks just annihilated them. The broadcast doesn't have the score on right now. You can't see anything. It's just the actual play. Come on. Nepal. Come on. Bit of Leighton Hewitt about it. Get a little bit of Leighton Hewitt going. Goes for a shot. Is that a 4? Come on. That's a 4. That's a 4. Nepal are still alive in this game. There's one more ball left in this over. I think they've got 13 off it, have they? This is huge. This is huge. They had 2 for 113, 13.5 overs down. One ball away from the drinks break. Adil Rashid sweeps him 6. Come on. Nepal are on here, bro. Nepal are on here, bro. The upset's on here right now. The upset is on here right now. Nepal have been absolutely slapping it around. At a 6 to end the over there. That's what, like 20 runs. Sorry, you can't see anything here because the broadcast isn't showing. The broadcast isn't showing, but Nepal are absolutely on right now. This is great batting. So from that over, they got 1, 2, 8, 9, 13, and then the 6. That's a 19-run over. That is a 19-run over. Nepal, 62 runs in 36 balls to win, and they have 8 wickets in hand, guys. They have 8 wickets in hand. Hit that like button and subscribe. I'm going to run off to the bathroom here so we can just smash it out before. But give me one moment, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. It's a drinks break, and Nepal have a chance to win this game. All right, we're back. I just absolutely rushed that out, eh? I just rushed. I sprinted to the bathroom and back because I don't want to miss this. This is just ridiculously good right now. This is so good. Ajit says, bro, cricket will be dead in England if they lose this one. Surely they don't lose, man. But Nepal are coming like a train. They're coming like a train. Yeah, Paul, move on from those comments, bro. I can see why Jay's removing them. Just move on from those comments, bro. We disagree. Just move on and just enjoy the game and just enjoy what we're doing right now. Enough with the celebration stuff. Ajay says, are you from England? No, I'm Australian, bro. I'm Australian. I just like good cricket, bro. This is good cricket from the Nepalese. This is good cricket. Durant says, we genuinely need to respect this amazing batting with less resources and less power hitting. Like England were 80 for 3 or 4 and Nepal are 113 for 2. Take a bow. I think they were 100 and something for 2, but then they lost a lot of wickets. Durant says, Paul, yeah, anyway, just, move on from the celebration conversation. We've already gone to death about that. He understands what we're talking about. I think he's just trying to get involved with banter or something there. Haddon says, we actually lost in Nepal. I've seen it all. Mate, don't give up just yet. It's a cracker game, though. Cracker game. 62 off 36. 10.3 runs per over. They just hit a 19-run over. Here we go. You must be happy as an Australian. No, I just love it. I just love seeing the underdogs, get a good crack going, making this tournament, enjoyable to watch. And I hope that Ireland can give it a good crack at Sri Lanka. But as an Australian, I sit here and I can take the piss out of England, and I can sit here and take the piss out of India and Pakistan. But you know what? Ireland will play Australia, and then we'll have our own shit where we'll find it tough. And then we'll play a team like who's another team that we play in our group? Zimbabwe, and we'll find it tough. This is what's going to happen. So this is why when Indians were laughing at Pakistanis, they regretted it because they nearly lost the USA. And Pakistanis laughing at India shouldn't be happening because you nearly lost to Netherlands. And anybody laughing at New Zealand nearly losing to Afghanistan shouldn't be laughing because England now currently potentially about to lose to Nepal. It's just all over the shop. That's going to be a single here for Nepal. Come on. Maybe 2? No, just a single. Harrison says, BK's English always streaming their games. Mate, I've been live for pretty much all this World Cup. I'm going to be live for pretty much all of this World Cup. Got nothing to do with England here. So 44 for Adri of 28. Podell, 39 off 31. No one should be laughing without understanding that it's probably going to happen to your team too. Next bowl. Big shot, up in the air. Oh, is there going to be a man on the boundary there? He's gone. Adri is gone on 44. It's 124 for 3. And England needed a wicket, and they do get a wicket there. They needed a wicket. So 61 runs from 35 balls. They've still got plenty of wickets in hand. It's not the wickets they've got to care about. It's not the wickets they've got to care about. It's the runs they've got to care about. 61 from 35 is still going to be tough, but you can see their intention is going for it. They've got plenty of batters in hand. Yeah, it's just a great game whether you're a fan of England or not. Matches like this is always makes for entertainment. Yeah, I'm not hate watching England here at all. We take the piss with the English lads and have a bit of banter and have a bit of a laugh, but I'm not watching as like an Australian who hates England. I love the banter. I love it all, but I'm just excited. I'm also enjoying this for Nepal's sake. I don't care about the fact that it's England. If this was Nepal versus India, I'd be celebrating the same. If I was celebrating like this for USA. If this was Nepal versus Australia, I wouldn't be celebrating because I'm an Australian. But you want to see these underdogs doing this kind of stuff. You want to see them get up and about. Yeah, Sri Lanka versus Ireland up in 45 minutes, Jay. That is going to be, hopefully, another good one. Hopefully. How much is left in the tank here from Nepal is the good question, though. Will England use the crunch right now? Swing and a miss. Every dot ball is massive. Every dot ball is massive. Seeing Nepal fight makes me smile regardless if they win or lose. The players here are making a name for themselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. They are within sniffing distance here. They do have a chance. It was great to see what Bertel did before he got out really cheaply. It was fantastic to see what Ari was doing, and it's great to see what Pordell is achieving right now. We saw Lamashane really well in the bowling. This has been a fun game, regardless of the result here. It's been a fun game. You saw 2 wickets from Yadav. You saw 2 wickets from Ari. Ari had a fantastic game. That's going to be a single here for Arif. So it's going to be 125 for 3. Former champions losing against an associate nation, that would be crazy. It would be wild. Yeah. 100 Blaze, I get Nepal win. It's more, I'm happy for Nepal rather than England losing. Yeah, and this is for you English fans too. The way that I am right now is not because of you losing. And I don't think you lose. I think you still win this game. But it wouldn't be because you losing. It would be the happiness for a country like Nepal. It would be like when Japan beat South Africa in the rugby union. That was massive. Oh, he went for a ramp and he does miss him. They have to go for the risky shots. It's 60 runs from 31 balls. It is going to be tough. It is going to be tough here. But at least they've shown some real good fight. Pordell on 39. He needs to be the one that goes for it. And England will do the clamp. They will clamp him down. Just when we get excited and happy here, don't think that we think England's going to win. Nepal's going to win. I think England's going to win this game, but it's exciting nonetheless. Yeah, Duckett didn't even play Harrison. You just continue to prove to me that you don't watch cricket, eh? Like this, you just continue every single stream to prove that you don't actually watch this sport. That'll be a dot ball, and that's a fantastic over from Curran. Only 2 runs and a wicket. You know, Duckett was fantastic, mate. He really enjoyed his Gatorade and orange peeling. It was unbelievable. Come on. Somebody to someone. Someone to you. Do. Oh, it's such a great tournament so far. Is this one of the greatest cricket upsets of all time? If Nepal won, it would be lagging. It would be. But I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. Duckett is playing Sunday leagues right now. Yes. Yeah, Guatemala. They've still got a lot to do here, but it's doable. 60 runs needed, 30 balls left with 7 wickets in hand. You just have to work, and you just have to hope it comes off. Ultimately, you'd be looking for like 4 sixes by the end of the game. Within the next 30 balls, 4 sixes would be 24. That would take you down to 36 runs needed off of fours and whatever else. Next ball. Catch it? Nope. Dot ball. Nepal letting it get away now. The clamp is coming down. Chris says, I want England to win, of course, but if Nepal did it, I would be delighted for them because it's so massive for them. I genuinely mean that too. I agree. Living all your hands rent free. I'm not even playing. Still the comment was about me. Yeah, we are talking about how shit you are, Ben. We are. Yes, we are, mate. We are. And then that is a fair play comment from Chris. Dawson, next ball, 29 balls left. And it will just be a single here. Pordell on 40. Oh no, so that was an Arif, so now Pordell will be on strike. See, look how much this means to the Nepalese in the crowd. Just look how much it means to them. It just means so much. Yeah, it was only because of a stupid cover from Harrison. That is true. Oh, big shot, big shot. Oh, he's gone. Pordell is gone, and that's probably the game, unfortunately, for the Nepalese. They looked well and truly in it, but the England clamp has come down, and Pordell out for 39. Fantastic knock, but it does look like the English are going to run home with the victory now from here. But what a moment it was looking to be. And what a game it has been. You've got to take your hat off to the Nepalese and say, well done, fair play. Nepal aren't here for the win or loss, they're here for good cricket. Well, they are here for the win and loss, but they are here for the cricket, the good cricket, but they do understand, there's an umpire's review here. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, this is going to be interesting what they call. We've seen this. The ball does touch the ground, but he's got it in his hand. We do usually see that if it touches the ground at any point, we saw a ridiculous call in the BBL final. Does it touch the ground? Okay, here we go. He's got it in his hand there. He's got it in his hand. I think that's a catch. Elbow hits the ground for... I think that's a catch. But they have called this kind of shit a no catch before. Like, common sense is that's a catch. Common sense is it's a catch. But I don't know if the third ump will use common sense here. It should be out for mine. Yeah, we have seen this in our Big Bash cricket. The catches got overturned like this. That's what I was saying in the final. Yeah, it's out. Yeah, that BBL final was a shocker call. It was an awful call, and that's why I was worrying. But the right call has been made here. That is a catch. So Rohit Patel will go on 39. And now they've only got 6 wickets in hand. And they still need about 59 runs. Next bowl from Dawson. And it will be a single. They're going to probably go for 2 here. No, they'll just get the single. They need some sixes. That BBL final was the worst thing that has happened to cricket in a while. It was just awful. That call was horrific. And that's why we worried. That's why we were a little bit concerned about what the call was going to be made there. 58 runs needed, 26 balls left. And that will just be shot for a single. I think you take this as a success if you get 160 here in Nepal. Yeah, you're not going to win, but if you get 160, I think you take it as an internal success, which is an extra 22 runs. Good to hear the Nepalese crowd still going. It was a great catch in the BBL, Sean. Fantastic catch. 4.1 overs to go. I want you guys to comment. Who do you think is the first significant underdog team to get a victory in this World Cup? There will be a team. So 16 overs down, 4 overs to go, 24 balls left. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're live for pretty much every single cricket game here on the channel in this T20 World Cup. But let me know in the chat who you think will be the first minnow team to win. I'm looking forward to seeing Ireland Sri Lanka tonight. I do think Ireland could get a win there. I think the Irish could have a bit of a sniff. I'm going to make the call. I'm going to say Ireland. I'm going to do it. Namibia. You really love Namibia, don't you, Jay? What is it with Namibia? What is it with Namibia? Who do they play? Who's in their group? Against India. Are they in India's group? Yeah, they are. You're an idiot. So what, you've got Namibia to beat India or Pakistan? That will be a single here. US making it to the semis. Well, they would need to beat Pakistan. If they beat Pakistan, there's a world. If the US beat Pakistan, they probably do make the semis because Pakistan won't get the points for the India game because they've already forfeited it. Required rate is 14.35 now. It's just not happening. You think they beat both, do you? Can you imagine India and Pakistan both not qualifying from the group? That'll be another single, so 131 for 4. Paul says, why not USA versus Pakistan? USA first minnow nation to win. Yeah, no, that opinion is completely valid. I don't mind it. I don't mind USA if they play. But the thing is with USA is that they lost Ali Khan. I need to see what his injury report was actually because Ali Khan got injured and couldn't bowl his final over. Swing and a miss. I want to look at the news here. Ali Khan gets the big wicket of Abhishek. Oshma, Ali Khan's... Oh, no, that's all in Hindi. Rescues India from all-time shot by USA. Yeah, there's nothing here. I just don't know what his injury is like because he couldn't bowl his final over because of his groin. And groins, they're a tough one for bowlers. Yeah, run rate slipping away quickly now. It's not happening now. 54 from 21. It's not happening. They would need a run rate of like 16 now. Ireland will probably be the first. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Well, they play Sri Lanka. They won't win their second game, but they'll beat Sri Lanka tonight, won't they, Chris? Nice. Big swing over the top. Should go for 4. Should go for 4. Will go for 4. Needed that desperately. They will get the boundary. That's 137 fours. Chris, if you had said that after a loss to Sri Lanka tonight, it would have been better. But you've done that just in time for them to play Sri Lanka. Yeah, you'll mind the Irish on Thursday, though. Oh, on Wednesday, Sean. Look, I hope that they're injury free, but I know they had a couple of injuries to their bowlers last night. Next bowl. That's going to go back for a 4. They need this. Oh, this is going to go back for a 4. 46 runs from 19 balls. It's not happening, but like at least they're putting themselves. At least they're making people at least question it. Couple of 4s. If they could get a 6, it's still 40 from 18, but 40 from 18 is doable. It's hard, but it's doable. Like I said, if they can bring this within 20, this is a very successful attempt here from Nepal. Either way, this is a success for Nepal, really. To even worry the English is a big success for them. $139 for 4. 16.5 overs down. One more ball left here. If they can get a 6 to make it 40 off 18, you'd talk about it. That would be the greatest win of all time, man. Nepal beating England and scoring 40 off of the last 3. It's going to be a dot ball. So 46 with 18 balls to go. 3 to go. Well, we've had fun regardless, haven't we? We've had fun watching this regardless. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. USA beating Pakistan would be so funny, man. I want it and I don't want it, Australia playing Pakistan in the semis. I want it and I don't want it. Because, like, no matter what, we're going to play India, because India will be in our Super 8s group. Because we're going to win our group, you would assume. And India are going to win their group, you'd assume. So that would put us in the same group as India. If we didn't win our group, then you give up. Next bowl from Archer. That's a swing and a miss. Top ball. Oh, it's a wide. 45 from 18. 5 more wides would be nice. Then we're at that. Then they would have effectively got that 6 off that last ball that I was hoping for. They've already done it. It's possible this time too. Who's already done it? Oh, USA beating Pakistan. Yeah, no, I agree, Kraken. No, I agree. They'd be massive because that would mean USA have a sneaky little chance of getting through to the Super 8s over Pakistan. Geez, they've been memed into oblivion. That's a 6. Come on. Has it got the distance? Yes, it does. Arif gets the 6. It's 146 for 4. It's 39 off 17. They're still in the contest. It's 22 runs difference in the ball count. That's a massive 6. It's a needed 6. It's a huge 6. And here we go. You get another 6 in this over. If you can get a 6 and a 4 in this over, you're actually with a good chance to win the game still. They've got 7 wickets in hand. They do. Jofra Archer gives up a massive 6. Come on. 39 off 17. 13.76 now in the required run rate. They brought it back down from 17 where it was, and now it's 13. Either way, they're going to get past 150, so they've got 6 wickets in hand. By the way, Nepal are actually above where England were. So it's just that last over was so big for Will Jacks. Nepal are above where England were. Oh, he's gone. Oh, dude, if that was a 4, that would have been on. It is a catch there by Jos Buttler. And they do lose another in Arif. They're still in the contest, but that hurts. They're not giving up. That's what we like to see. They aren't giving up here, the Nepalese. They're not giving up. If that had have gone past Jos Buttler for that 4, wow, we would have had a game. It's a routine catch, though, for the keeper. Routine catch. Routine stuff. Arif Sheikh gone for 10. There is 16 balls left, 39 runs needed. They still need 3 more 6s. I told you before they needed 4 more 6s. And then obviously come boundaries. But they needed 4 more 6s to have a chance to win this game. So that means they need 3 more 6s now. And that would bring 3 more sixes, 18 runs. That'd bring him down to 21 runs. And then obviously you would need to see a couple of fours still. It's still super hard, man, but it's within range. 14.62 is the required run rate. It will still take a mountain of effort. You got 4 balls left of this over from Jofra Archer. But Will Jacks will bowl one of these last 2. Great fight regardless. Nepal. Gulshan. This is the moment that legends are made. If you want to be a legend in the game of cricket, this is the moment you have to shine. Gulshanja. He's got 150. You only need 39 here, Gulshan. Swing. Go for the 4. No, man the boundary. Just a 1. 38 from 15. Lokesh back on strike. That is a good piece of bowling from Archer there for that wicket. He was just trying to nick that one over the top of the keeper there. But he couldn't get enough on it. .38 from 15. Required rate now is 15.2. Need a big shot before the end of this over. That's a wide. You'll take the freebie. 37 from 15. You'll take any freebie you can get. Now down to 14.8. One big 6 keeps you in this game by the end of this over. Even one big 6 by... If you can bring it under 18 the final over, you're not winning. But like the fact that we're talking about it is so exciting. .37 from 15. Next bolt. Swing. That's up in the air. That's up in the air. Is that a 6? It's a 6. Come on, Nepal. That's a 6. 31 from 14. It brings up the 150. Nepal hit a 6. Oh my gosh, that is a massive shot. It's 154 for 5. 17.4 overs down. Can you imagine they get another 6 here? 31 off 14. They're not giving up. Nepal are not giving up here. Jofra Archer giving up 2 6s in this over. Wow, here we go, lads. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. We have got a game on here. They're still in the game. 31 off of 14. 66. That is a 66. 2 more balls left of the over. Come on, Lakesh. Whack another one. Whack another one. He's got a 6. Oh! Come on, baby. It's a 6. Oh, my gosh. They're coming. It's 25 off 13. It's 25 off 13. It's another 6. Nepalis are going crazy in the stadium right now. It's just crossed the boundary there. Lakesh is bringing them back in. This is one of the most exciting games you will ever see. Nepal look down and out. They are just... This is wild right now. The atmosphere in this stadium is going off. Come on. Will Jacks, he tried his best to get that, but it just goes across the boundary for a 6. If there's a boundary here, wow. 25 off of 13. Come on, Lakesh. This is where legends are made right now, Lakesh. They will not go away to us. Slapper says bang. Sean says come on, Nepal. Chris, this game would be amazing if I wasn't supporting England. Total respect to Nepal here. They're climbing mountains here. Dude, I tell you, like I said, I'm not hate watching England here. I am just celebrating Nepal. Like, it's amazing. I still don't know if they win. I still don't think they win, but it's so awesome to be talking about the fact they may. Jofra Archer, final ball of the over. And go through, go through, go through. Man of the field, man of the boundary. 24 off 12. 24 off 12. Remember how I said they needed those 4 6s? Well, they've got 3 of them. One more 6 would bring them to 18. What a match this is. Yeah, the shuffle and the feet from Lakesh was really nice there. The shuffle and the feet was awesome. 2 overs to go, 24 runs needed. 12 runs each. Their economy was at 17 on the run rate before. Now it is down to 12 runs on the dot that they need in the last 2 overs. Win predictor has England 56%, Nepal 44%. They've still got 5 wickets in hand. It's not the wickets they have to worry about. It is the runs. This would be historical if they won this. This would be history, dude. Yeah, Will Jacks is going to be thanked for that last over if England hang on. They would have lost already. Without that last over, they would have already lost. Oh, it was 22 runs with the last over. They'd only be needing 2 more runs. If Will Jacks hadn't got that 22 runs last over, they would need 2 runs to win this game right now. Nepal with 2 overs to go. Come on, let's go, Nepal. Beat these lackadaisical pretenders. Okay, Luke Wood. Bowl, swing, 4, come on. 20 off 11. 20 off 11, this is massive. It's a boundary. This is extraordinary. Nepal are coming back. It's 20 runs off of 11 balls. This is ridiculous. You can see in the English faces they're terrified right now. Lakesh is crushing it. The momentum is wild in favour of Nepal. It is a boundary. 20 off of 11 balls. 20 off of 11 balls. You can just sense and feel everything that is coming from this momentum. It is just palpable. Next bowl. Wide. They've got him here. They've got into their mental heads. They've got him into their heads. 19 from 11. They're into their heads here. It's a wide. They're worried. Luke Wood is terrified right now. No way does this happen, eh? No way. No way, Nepal. No way do they do this. Did Harrison come to the chat today? He did, Shatish. He did. He did. This is wild, man. Come on, next bowl. Another wide. Another wide. They're in their head, bro. They're in their head. That's another wide. That's another wide. They're in their head. They're England are rattled, Slapper. They're rattled. 18 runs from 11 balls. That's 2 wides after a 4. They are rattled right now. How do you get through this, England? How do you find your way to get back into this? Now the win predictor has Nepal at 63%, England 37%. This is wild. Next bowl. Swing and a miss. Good bowl, Luke Wood. Very good bowl. 18 from 10. Oh, Brenton, this has been a banger of a game, bro. Brenton, this has been a banger. 18 off of 10. Off of 10. Remember I said those 4 sixes. 1 6 would bring this to 12. And swing. Is it a 6? Is it a 6? Is it a 6? It is a 4. Oh my gosh, they're so on here. It's a 4. It's 175 for 5. Just 14 off of 9. Come on, Nepal. This is so massive for their country, bro. This is so massive for their country. This would be one of the biggest upsets in cricketing history. This would be one of the biggest upsets in cricket history. If you are Australia, if you are India, if you are Pakistan, if you are New Zealand, South Africa, anybody, you are on notice right now because all these minnow teams are coming for your throats. Nepal is potentially about to beat England. That was this far from going for a 6. That is a 4. Lakesh has gone crazy here, dude. Lakesh is a hero in the country of Nepal right now for doing what he's doing. This is insane. This is insane. Lakesh on 32 from 13. If you are England, you are freaking the fuck out right now. 18.3. There is 9 balls remaining. They need 14 runs. My heart is gone crazy. My heart is beating like crazy right now. Come on, you good things. %74% on the win predictor for Nepal, 26 for England. Don't forget, guys, we've got Sri Lanka versus Ireland after this. Wow, some cast no ball is needed here. Could you imagine a no ball? The noise from this crowd is mental right now. Here we go. 9 balls remaining. Here's the next bowl from Luke Wood. Wide. It's a wide. 12 off 9. 13 off 9, sorry. In their head. I'm in your head. I'm in your head. Nepali. 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 Here we go. He's in their heads. Required rate is 8.67. There are 13 runs needed off of 9. At one stage, the required run rate was 17. It's now at 8.67. They've still got 5 wickets in their hand. It's not done yet. England, you haven't lost this game yet, but what a while. Paul, like I said, bro, you need to move on from that shit, eh? Next bowl from Wood. Is it a 6? Oh, it's dropped. It's dropped. It's dropped. It's dropped. It's dropped. Go for 3. 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 They want 3. They want 3. Oh, no, he's going to be out. Oh, they've dropped. Oh my gosh, this is wild. 11 from 8. They got 2. They got 2. They've got 2. Yeah, Paul, it's starting to get annoying, bro, because, again, we said we disagree with the thing. It's starting to get annoying now. It's not funny. Like, we're watching a crazy game here. It's starting to get annoying. Lakesh, bam, it's 2 runs. They got a little bit confused there in regards to the running. 11 runs needed off of 8 balls. 8.25 on the run rate. 174 for 5. This is where legends are made, Lakesh. 11 runs needed, 8 balls. And swing. They will... Oh, it's good fielding there just to keep them to a single. 10 runs from 7. 10 runs from 7. We are going down to the final over slap. So Gulshan will come on strike here. You don't take a single here. You either go for a boundary or you go home. You want Lakesh on strike. He is on fire right now. You need Lakesh on strike if you are Nepal. Keep him there. Keep him on strike. If you are Gulshan, you do not take a single here. If they get a boundary, it's ridiculous. They'll be 6 off the last 6. If it's a 6, that's 4 off the last 6. Ten required from 7. Here we go. Oh, he's bowled him. Well, look, I don't think it matters too much here. I don't think it matters. Lakesh is going to come on strike here for the final over. You just didn't want a single. A wicket there for Luke Wood. At least he got a wicket. But overall, that doesn't have any context in regards to what we're watching. 10 runs needed off of 6 balls. 10 runs needed off of 6 balls here. Big bowl. It was there to be hit too. But it beats him for pace. Still with plenty of work to do here though, England. 10 off of 6 is very doable here. It's 2 boundary. It's 6 and a 4. I said they needed 4 sixes to have a good chance to win this game. They still need that 1 6. They've got 3 of them. Lakesh will have a statue made of him if he wins this. If he wins this, he will go down. He will never have to buy anything again in Nepal. There'll be statues galore. He'll be the next president. Drazis, honestly, it was a free hit for him. Lakesh made man and 10 off 1 other is doable. Yeah, it was a free hit. It doesn't matter in regards to the wicket. How many wides did I have? Yeah, 3. Okay, 10 runs needed, 6 balls left. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. There is 6 balls left and 10 runs needed. Lakesh on strike. This is the man. This is historical. Sam Curran, what have you got here? Can you get England over the line? First bowl. Dot ball. Good start for Sam Curran. Good start for Sam Curran. You have to hold your nerve here, Lakesh. You have to hold your nerve. You don't go for any singles here. You just go for the big shots. 10 runs, 5 balls. Yeah, Hunt, it's been wild. 175 for 6. 5 balls left. If that Will Jacks over, if that Will Jacks has saved the game. If England win, Will Jacks wins the man of the match. If Nepal win, Lakesh wins it. Swing, and it will be a single. Oh, dude, that's tough, man. They only get a single 9 off of 4. They need Karan to get off of strike here. They need Karan to either whack big or just get a single. A 3 would be prime time too. No dot balls here, which is making it tough. Karan's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders right now, and he's not a batter. His best is 45. He does have a strike rate of 151, but he is coming in here at 7. They've looked down a couple of times, Nepal, and they've stayed in it. Keep fighting here. 9 runs, 4 balls. There's a gap over long off right now. It's going to be a full swing, and they'll get a single, so it's 8 runs off of 3 balls, but at least Lakesh is on strike. Yeah, Nepal has made the Sunday. This has been unbelievable. Yeah, a single there is prime time. It puts Lakesh back on strike. You still need that 6. That 1-6. 7 to send it to a super over, by the way. 7 off of 3 to send it to a super over. 8 to win the game off of 3. England were exactly the same score, 177 for 6 at this time, by the way. They got 8 runs off the last 3 balls. 7 runs off the last 3 balls. This was the exact same score at 19.3. 177 for 6 for both teams. The last ball went for a 6. The last ball for England may have won them this game. A 6 at this point would be insane, Ben. Here we go. 3 balls left. 3 balls left. Next ball. Swing. And, it's just going to be... Oh, they're going to get 2 runs out of it, though. Okay. 6 off of 2 or 5 off of 2. A 6 wins the game for Nepal. 5 runs sends the game to a super over. 4 runs and less will be an England win. 6 runs will win the game for Nepal. Lakesh, 38. It just takes 1 swing of the bat here. It takes 1 swing of the bat. Even if you just get a 4, then you only need a single to at least send it to a super over. 19.4 overs gone. 2 more balls left. Come on, Lakesh. Come on, Lakesh. Do it. Do it. Yeah, no spoilers in chat. I'm pretty live though, Jay. Like, I'm on Amazon Prime, so I'm live as. But also, guys, don't comment it until you hear me commentate it on the stream. 1 hit away, 2 balls left, 5 sends it to a super over, 6 gets the win. Imagine if you're a Nepalese fan right now. Next ball. Swing. And they'll just keep Lakesh on strike. Final ball they need. It's either a 6 or bust. 6 or bust. 6 or bust. 6 or bust here. 6 off of the final ball. We can't go to a super over. 5 runs isn't happening. They could have had a single, but obviously, to be fair, a single there wouldn't have been too bad. You just would have had to hope that Karan got a 4 to send it to the super over. You just cannot have a 6. England, I think you're going to get away. I think you're going to get away with this. I think you are going to get away with this, England. This is going to be so tight. Nace says, geez, looking great, Nepal. Let's go. They need 6 runs off 1 ball to win the game. They need a 6. This game has been incredible, Harrison. Yeah, a 4 would have sent you a super over. I honestly think they should have gone for the single and then relied on Curran to get a 4. I think I would have preferred to go for the 4 rather than the 6, man. And even though you're not with your primetime batter for Lakesh, it's all on Lakesh to hit a 6. But I would have backed in Curran for a skewed shot that could have gone for a 4. I would have backed it. I think they did the wrong choice there. I think that may have been the wrong choice. What a fantastic game, regardless. 10 minutes and then we'll be live for Sri Lanka versus Ireland, guys. Final ball coming up. They need a 6 to win, or otherwise England will win this game. Lakesh on strike. Swings. It will not be a 6, and it will be a single. England will win. But wowee, what a game that was. Nepal, take your hat off. That was a spectacular showing. England will get the job done. Jacko, my gosh. England win by 4 runs. I don't think you should... Like, I know they're going to be disappointed in Nepal, but... What a fantastic game that was. An upset's definitely on the way. I could see Ireland beating Sri Lanka today. I could see it. What a game. This World Cup is wild. This World Cup is awesome. Well, guys... Yeah, Chris, I don't know if this is the one to be talking to shit about a comfortable England win. I don't know about that, man. Will Jack should get man of the match. He should get man of the match. That last over from Will Jacks, his last ball was a 6. His last ball of the England innings is what won them the game. The very last ball where he hit a 6 is what will win England this game. Wowee. But alright, guys, I'll see you in about 10-15 minutes' time for the... yeah, no stress. You couldn't even say the word stress, Jacko. You couldn't even say the word stress. Guys, that'll do us here for this stream. Congratulations to England for getting the dub. However much